Yeah.
Actually, no. We have to do that again. Yeah. Sorry about that shit. Welcome back. It is Zales.
And I'm Diamond.
And we are the Carbon Couple. Welcome back. We are doing our stream. It's been what, maybe 2 weeks since our last stream? We're not consistent on here. That's the reason why nobody's on this shit. We're gonna keep it very short if nobody joins, because honestly, I ain't gonna be streaming to fucking nobody. Yo, if you subscribe to us, put on your notifications, man, so y'all can know when we're streaming. Like, please. Like, I know we don't stream all the time, and we be on and off and shit, but please bear with us. We are learning the platform. We are trying to grow. So if you are subscribed to us, please click the bell so you can be notified when we stream, because I don't like it when we stream to nobody. So since ain't nobody here, we're going to run through this shit as quick as possible. Hopefully somebody fucking joins, but please start watching the goddamn streams, yo. This shit is annoying. Shit is kind of annoying, I ain't gonna lie. Get on here, set up a camera, set up a see all this shit for nobody to get on. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all watch other people. Y'all watch people talk about other people, like, incessantly. Cut it out, bro. Hey. Nah, bro, on some shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers dead ass don't be watching our fucking streams. They be watching motherfuckers talking about some shit that they shouldn't even be talking about. Like, bro, show some goddamn support. What do we? I ain't begging nobody though. If y'all don't fuck with us, then we just won't stream. Like, which has been pretty much the theme of the goddamn channel.
Yeah.
Niggas don't want to watch, and they know when are you gonna stream? When y'all gonna watch? Stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, I just had to go on a little tirade a little bit at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, especially since the last. Like you said, the last time we streamed,
last couple times,
last
couple times people don't be joining the streams. I like, bro. What did we do where people don't fuck with us? We just don't stream. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go on, y'all watch other streams. It's ridiculous, y'all. The shit that's on fucking on this platform, which we're gonna get to in a bit. We're gonna talk about the dumb shit that we see. A couple things that's been viral and whatever. Last time we streamed, we talked about the lady with riffing about the fucking McDonald's, about how
that wasn't the last time. That was like the last couple times. There was people in that stream. I don't know that much.
When was the last time?
Last time was about like 2 weeks ago, like you said. We just kind of like ran through. I don't even remember what the hell we spoke about. We just kind of like ran through. It was on for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then we got off.
All right. Well, 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna set up something. I got whatever we're reacting to here on there. Just give me 1 minute.
The twits. Here on the twits.
Alright. So, I know some people out here are sad right now because Jesus and Mero seemingly are beefing right now. Nobody really knows what's going on. We say "you're" like they say "you're" because we're from Uptown. We didn't take that from them. I don't want anybody to ever say we took "you're" from Jesus and Mero. That's an Uptown thing. We all say "you're." It's universal.
Literally like a greeting call.
In New York,
somebody yell "you're" in like random neighborhood or whatever like that.
So they don't have.
People just say "you're" back.
They never trademarked that because they don't have ownership of that, because that's an Uptown thing that belongs to all of us. So we say "you're." You say "yeah" like we say "yeah." But Jesus and Mero is seemingly beefing. There are a couple tweets.
Hello, Pit by Animate.
Hi, Pit by Animate. I hope you enjoy the stream. We're talking about Jesus and Mero and their breakup. If you're a Jesus and Mero fan and you're sad, I guess you could put a "you're" with a little sad face. We're not taking requests, unfortunately.
Maybe another stream will definitely.
We'll look into it.
What
you're looking like, we'll talk about. We'll look into it first, and we'll what we're doing. We already have today planned. Right now.
But then we will eventually, because we have done it before. But we'll do streams where we'll react to like content other people like send to us, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, and we do it in subsequent streams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Today we're gonna talk about a couple things. But like I said, if you're sad as a Jesus and Mero fan, put a year with a little crying emoji. Seemingly they're beefing. It's kind of sad that they're beefing. It's like it's the end of an era. People said somebody got too Hollywood. I don't know if it's Mero or Jesus. But why don't we look over at the stuff? So let's go to.
Yeah, I'm literally just finding out about this. Zales told me about this like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that.
So we got this stuff here. Let's look what the tweet's saying. The twits.
The Twitters.
So we got ain't no Jesus and Mero breaking up. I'll slap the shit out of both of them. Nigga, I ain't no hoe.
Ain't no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus and Mero are done. That means academics beat all his enemies. Please don't let this nigga win. I agree. Twitter right now about Jesus and Mero. I can't believe it. Not someone calling the Jesus and Mero beef the year apocalypse. If Jesus and Mero don't schedule couples therapy and work that shit out right now. Yeah, people are upset about the Jesus and Mero thing. You're just finding out about it.
Yeah. How long you know?
I found out like yesterday.
Put live chat on that.
Okay. I mean, you could have stuck around. Jesus Christ. Do this. We don't do what you do. You leave. All right. A real fan there. Hey. So that's okay. Let's see here. We got. People were saying that Jesus and Mero.
Oh. How do you feel?
These are untied, which feels unusual.
That lets people know.
They say Anna Kendrick is the Yoko Ono.
Okay, relax.
You're not relaxed. Aggressive or more threat. Like, yo,
I dare you.
How did it go?
This came out three days ago. So people were saying that Anna Kendrick is the Yoko Ono to their John Lennon, which is a little silly. I hope everything gets worked out. I hope whatever money situation that happened between them gets worked out, and hopefully we get back our Jesus and Mero.
Yep.
But maybe not. We don't know. Hold on. Let me see this shit. I'm not gonna open it here. I'm gonna open it elsewhere. Let me see what this is about. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to look at this because I never watched Caillou. Our kids never watched Caillou. So yeah, read the room. Kind of a weird thing to request right now. But let's talk about, what do you want to talk about first? You know what? Let's talk about this first. And let's get the headphones and such, so we can. These are yours.
These ones?
No, these are. Jesus, like Jesus and Mero. Sorry, I'm just being stupid.
Oh, that thing's not plugged in either.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna plug it in right now. Vlogging right now, okay?
Vlogging?
Vlogging.
Vlogging.
Plug it in. Alright. Alright. I'm back, folks. Let's see here. Let's open up the console. Let's mute this guy. And I think the headphones are good. Let me just double check if everything is good on this side. Okay, so we're gonna check this out. We're gonna pause the video every once in a while so people can. Actually, we need to actually add this in here. Audio capture. Audio output capture. Add source. All right, there you go. So we're going to check out this stuff. Let's see what we think about what these girls have to say. So this was B. Simone. B. Simone is a girl on the right with the dog on her lap. She was famous for making very shitty Aaliyah videos on Vine and shit. But let's see what she got to say.
What the thing really is.
What's more important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that we see that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus.
So that was that first part there.
So apparent that I don't want to say it to like point any directions or fingers.
I mean, it's gonna be a broad topic. Like what?
Okay, so
my reality is more important.
Your reality, not the truth of it all, just your truth or your reality. I'm saying like what?
So you're a delusion. Your delusions.
Mm-hmm.
What is more certain? What is more important, the perception of how we see a thing, or what that thing really is? And I'm going to give you an example.
What the thing really is.
What's more important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that we see that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus.
So I don't know what J. Edgar Hoover shit they're on right now, but it came out that the surveillance that the FBI put out against MLK that they gave to Coretta Scott Skin to tarnish his name was actually all like mostly fabricated. So there is no concrete proof that Martin Luther King ever cheated on Coretta.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're using that to discredit him is exactly what the FBI was trying to do in the 60s. And it's crazy how like these two women, two black women are sitting here bad-mouthing MLK when they are benefiting from MLK's direct contributions to society. Like, if MLK didn't fight for what he fought for, you wouldn't be able to get on this platform and say the things that you do.
Exactly.
I think. Ooh. No, move.
What's more important? Because that is the reality of the fact. He was a great man who knew God's word, who led people to freedom. He was cheating on his wife. That is a fact.
You know these facts. You were there in the room when it happened. It's speculation.
She must be in the room where it happened.
The other three things, yes, him being a great man, he led people. Those are verifiable facts. That fourth one is a speculation, and the fact that they're even coming here, like, yo, Black Twitter, Black YouTube, the Black Internet, should have tore these girls down. B. Simone should not have another speaking engagement until she, like, issues an apology for this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want, like, they always say, oh, our leaders are always, like, broken down because we don't show respect to the people, to the forebearers of our liberties and stuff like that. Legit, they were attacked by dogs and fire hoses.
They were attacked by dogs and fire hoses.
You know what I'm saying? They were attacked by dogs and fire hoses. Like, so they can sit in the same places as whites, as they can use the same facilities as whites and be integrated into those, into that community, into society. Like, it's crazy how, like, if that never happened, no one would be listening to you. You wouldn't be able to get on YouTube.
So what is more important? Is it more important that we see him as that man who gave that amazing speech on that amazing day and led amazing people to freedom? Or is it important that we know, or is it important that we knew both?
So speaking of that speech, I Have a Dream speech that he gave at the lawn of Lincoln Memorial. How did that speech start?
I have a dream.
I have a dream that my children will one day be judged by the content of their character instead of their color. I'm gonna judge them by the content of their character. They seem like shitty women, insufferable women.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you even talking about Martin Luther King like that, talk about your daddy that way. Get out of here with that nonsense.
I think it's both.
But that's hindsight. That's hindsight. You
To
see
me,
what I'm saying?
reality is more important.
They say hindsight is 20/20, but just like a woman to be bringing up old shit. This man died way before you were even thought of, before you even a twinkle in your father's eye. Probably before your father was a twinkle in his father's eye. You know what I'm saying? You bugging right now.
I think reality is important.
But
reality,
to you,
the
but
truth,
what's more important to the overall picture?
Fucking perception.
Thank you. It's more important
To me, because outside of Martin Luther King, let me give you an example.
Why would you bring something outside of Martin Luther King when you're talking about Martin Luther King? You're literally conflating all black men as Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King is not LeBron James, is not Malcolm X, is not Stokely Carmichael, is not Michael Jordan. You're bugging out right now. Like those are all those people are individuals. And I'll get to it later, but listen to what this dumb girl got to say.
He's a great father. He's a great father. He's a great father. He's a great businessman. He's a great CEO. He's an entrepreneur.
He's such a boss.
He's such a boss.
He's a boss.
Look at that man. He's a boss.
No one ever called him a boss.
He's a great father. Look at him, that strong black man.
Look at him being at his kid's game.
Look at him. He's a great father. He's a boss. He's a strong black man.
Look at him posting his wife. Look at him.
Look at him.
On date night. Look at him.
Give me 1 second, folks. Just want to make sure everything is
But you're cheating on your wife.
okay.
You're not a good husband. You're not a good communicator. You don't value her feelings. But he's great in all these other aspects. How are you a great leader, a great CEO, a great black man, a great father, a great leader in any aspect? You're not a great husband. A great...
Oh, I need something to Charles. Those things are not. Those things can be mutually occurring at the same time. Damn, I don't know if this is even charging.
Just lit up.
All right. You know, two things could exist at the same time, right? Those things are not mutually exclusive to one person. You could be a great leader and be cheating on your wife. Remember, the U.S. was doing pretty good in the 90s. And Bill Clinton was having sexual relations with that woman. So you could be both. Just like she can be an entrepreneur and a boss chick and also be a fucking, like, tone-deaf idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you great when you make those shitty-ass Aaliyah videos and talk about, baby, find a new nigga? This was her, remember? This was the same chick who was in her car talking about if a dude don't give her something, she gonna go find it from another dude. I don't know, but if a cheating husband, which, not cool, but to me, it sounds like he's not getting something from his wife. And he went and he got it from somewhere else. If that's the case, if you're talking about speculation. So why is it okay for you to go get something outside of the relationship, but not a man? And that's hypergamy in action. Hypergamy allows you to badmouth Martin Luther King when you yourself have no positive influence or have made any positive contributions to life or the world. Who the fuck is B. Simone? She needs to be fucking quiet. That's what she needs to do. Motherfucker, man.
A great.
You're a liar.
What the fuck is
You're
going on
not.
with this
You're
shit?
not great.
You're
You're
a liar.
not great.
You're a liar.
You're not great.
So that's my.
And that's another thing too. They were talking about look at this man at his son's game. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not even talking about Martin Luther King. You're veering off the subject and conflating all men with Martin Luther King. Who hurt you?
You're not great.
So I posted this.
You're not great. God, you're not. That is triggering.
Yeah, for
oh, well,
sure.
I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the fuck you showing these kids you a good father and you don't respect their mother?
Right back at you. How can I expect you to be a great woman when you don't respect the father of your kids? I want to posit that question right back at you. Uno reverse card. What the fuck makes you so great? Bitch, don't you sell like pussy bath?
Pussy bath?
Yeah, she sell like hygienic like products for vaginas.
I never heard pussy bath before. I'm like, pussy
You
bath?
sell bird baths, chick. Get out of here with that shit. You think so highly of yourself, but you're gonna turn around and talk shit about Martin Luther King. I don't see nobody writing essays during motherfucking Black History Month on B. Simone. And she been famous for how many years now? She been relevant for how many years now?
Oh my god. The world will be going to shit. If
Oh,
people
nah.
start
If I ever
writing
see a essay about B. Simone at a school, I'm dead ass telling. I want that school to be shut down, demolished, and turned into a parking garage. Because you ain't educating no kids if you letting people write essays about B. Simone. But that's what these kids' heroes now, I guess. Influencers.
How are you a good father? You don't respect who brought them into this world.
Carried them.
You're not a great dad, my nigga.
She's like carried them.
You're an okay human.
You're present.
Should we talk to they should probably go look at what his kids have to say about him. Kids who are not kids anymore, they're adults. They're in their 60s now.
Got grandkids of their own.
What do you think they got to say?
That's what I was wondering.
I would love to get their perspective on this fucking nonsense. They'll probably tell these two women need to shut the fuck up. They sambos. They tap dancing right now. It's a minstrel show. This is a minstrel show. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who come on here talking crazy, I'm about the same motherfucking color as B. Simone. Like, bruh, cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, fuck up out of here. I'm black. My mother is black. So I have every right to speak on this. You know what I'm saying? People wouldn't consider you black, but I know you got black people in your family. And so you right here with me. You understand? We right here. We right here with this shit. We don't like what this chick is saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't see B. Simone being an activist for anything. Except for herself. That's the only person that she tries to, make any benefit for is herself. Like, look how she's sitting there dressed. She got the finger waves and the jewelry and all this other shit. And it's like,
In the sense of,
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I just got worked. What did you put in this drink?
if I'm a good person to you, I posted this it's on my post and I posted it on my stories before, but someone being a good person to you means they're a good person to you. Someone being a good person to everyone means that they're a good person.
In general.
And that's my point.
So we watched the ABBA and Preach reaction to this. They said, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You're being facetious as fuck. You can't be good to everyone. That is a lie. That's a delusion that you give to yourself. I'm good to everybody. No, you're good to the people you love. If you're good to all your friends and your family, that's what's up. You know, if you try to be kind to everybody, that's one thing. But you can't be good to everybody. You're going to be bad to some people. You know what I'm saying?
You're the villain in somebody's book.
Exactly. You're the villain in somebody's story. Go watch Star Wars. Like, literally, that's like what this new Star Wars trilogy was. That was the message of the new Star Wars trilogy. Even though the last two movies, we ain't even watched the last one, but I heard those last two movies had a bunch of Star Wars fans pissed off. But that's because they were changing up like the intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? But the themes there, the underlying themes was, yo, you're no matter who you are, no matter what, there's no good guys and no bad guys. It's all circumstance. It depends on what side you align with. The other side is always going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. In this day and age now, the divisiveness that happens in between, like, because of content, is starting to spread people further and further. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that she should be fucking, I don't feel like she should be silenced. She should take it herself to be like, maybe I shouldn't say dumb shit and I should shut the fuck up. But I'm not calling for her to be deplatformed or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But other people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people will hear my shit and be like, oh, you say all this shit, you should be deplatformed. And it's crazy. We should not think like that. Unless people are doing something really fucked up that really, like, calls for people to be deplatformed, like if you're threatening people or if you do fuck shit like that, that's one thing. You know, but to express your own opinions, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have your dumbass opinions. You know what I'm saying?
What is the consistency of your character? You cannot say that you are a good husband or you are a good wife, because let's make it gender neutral. This ain't
the first time they made it gender neutral. They waited to the halfway point to do that. Like, don't veil your misandry by trying to make it gender neutral now. You were talking shit about men this entire time. Like, you're trying to fucking, like, you basically have realized, oh shit, I put my own foot in my mouth and now you're trying to backpedal with that shit. No.
It's about just, this is a humanity conversation.
We're just talking broadly.
But we're females, so we're going to come from a female perspective. But let's talk about humanity. If
women
you are a good...
fucked up too.
Absolutely. And there were times where I had to stand in my truth and be like, I wasn't a good wife. What's more important?
Yeah.
Because...
So when you weren't a good wife, were you a good person? Because you condemning MLK. But let's talk about you for a second. Oh, we're not ready to have that conversation right now.
To me, Jay-Z and Beyonce, I look at them and I'm like, that's a beacon of hope for me.
Yeah.
Not for me personally, but I know what they represent.
Yeah. They figuring it out.
But if Jay-Z is caught cheating on Beyonce, what does that do for culture? So is it more important to have this perception that they have a perfect relationship, even though we fucking know they don't? They're humans.
Yeah.
But is it more important that we think that they do because of the hope that it gives a culture?
Notice how she was condemning MLK, how they were condemning MLK, and when they brought up Jay-Z, who was rumored to be cheating on his wife, they didn't condemn him in the same manner. And it's because Jay-Z is alive to defend himself against this fucking slander. He could literally sue these people for podcasting like this. But the estate of MLK will not be watching this, and thusly, they're free, right, to talk this nonsense. But if they knew that the family of MLK were going to sue them and shut their whole shit down, they would be and deplatform them, right? Like Jay-Z would, right? Now all of us, you know, they want to keep that same energy for Jay-Z, bro. Like the fact that y'all are have more reverence for Jay-Z than MLK. Somebody in your family did something wrong. Like they misguided you ridiculously. Jay-Z is cool. I'm not saying you can't like look up to Jay-Z. He can't influence you. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on now. Let's be real. And another thing that Abba and Priest said, they said stop putting people on pedestals. Martin Luther King is a human. He was a human. You know what I'm saying? He is subject to all the influence that all of us are subject to in the decisions that we make. I'm not gonna act like he's a perfect person. Ain't nobody perfect. But he put himself and his life on the line to ensure that we have the liberties we do today. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how we talk bad about these people. We don't talk the same way about Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou used to be a prostitute before she was a writer. And that's crazy to me. that people have more reverence for a former street sex worker than they do one of the leaders of the civil rights movement. A damn shame. A fucking damn shame.
Going back to Martin Luther King, did we need to know that he was a cheater?
Jesus.
Would that have shifted the way we
looked at him
and received information from him and
Got
allowed
you.
him to lead
Got
us?
you.
Would we trust a man that cheats on his wife?
Got you.
Not that we don't know that he is. I think everybody kind of knew in that time what was going on.
But even like what you said, we talked about this previously with a deeper discussion, what you said about Coretta. You were like, even how she covered him and honored her husband. She covered him. She covered him and honored her husband because I'm not...
She could have blasted him. If Coretta was in 2020, what would have happened? Or 2022?
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
I'm not committed to you. I'm committed to the purpose.
I'm committed to my position in this purpose.
In this purpose. Coretta said...
Y'all talking with no purpose.
I don't know what video she's talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
The FBI was calling her at home.
Have a blessed day.
Playing recordings of her husband.
That don't sound like anybody I know.
All the while, you know the moans of your husband. You've been intimate with him, so you know how he moans. You know how he...
Notice how they're so sure about what's on those tapes that have never been released. So quick to condemn a man over speculation. You know what is actually been released? The letters that MLK wrote to Coretta Scott King. They are sitting at a museum in Atlanta called the Center for Human and Civil Rights. It is in Peachtree, right across from the aquarium and the World of Coke. This place is the most heartbreaking museum that you will ever go to. And there's letters that he penned to his wife. You know, like, think about it. Women back then covered for their husbands. Why? Because till death do us part. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a Little Brother song where there's a line where it says, yeah, I had to turn a blind eye from cheating, but I ain't had to ever wear a black eye from beatings. As long as he does right by you and the kids, how do you expect for that man not to be who he is? You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew your mans was suave and getting bitches before you. Why you think that's going to change? Because now he got you, right? Now it takes that man in his position to be like, nah, I'm not, But most men in power do, because power tends to blow niggas' heads up. You know what I'm saying? Even Tupac said it. Tupac, he said, yo, there's bitches that want to be all over me, that didn't even want to pay me attention last year. But now that I got a hit single and a gold record, they don't want me. Right? Mike Jones said it best, right? When, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. That's like the fact that y'all don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get into that a little bit later too on the other video that we're gonna watch.
What he sounds like when he's aroused, and they're playing it, and on the phone she's like,
what? But am I committed to you, or am I committed to our purpose? She was committed to the purpose. She was committed.
Would you be able to do that in 2022?
I don't know.
I can't.
I don't know. I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
And I'm not gonna validate. But these 2022 niggas ain't like Martin.
What are you leading?
What
are you leading, my guy?
What am I committed to?
What am I committed to? At
purpose?
least he knew the purpose.
He knew.
Let me tell you.
We're done with
They
this.
literally...
Yeah.
They literally was just condemning him and then said men today are not like Martin.
So if he ain't shit and we worse than him, we less than we ain't shit. These are the messages that are basically transmitted throughout these fucking podcasts. Women say this fucking shit. Men go and say the opposite. And it's like, yo, we need each other. Stop this shit. But we're done with this one for today.
Yeah.
That was a fucking retarded ass video. It's thoughts. What are your thoughts? Those are some thoughts. There were some thoughts.
No, that's just like
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
yeah. You already got my initial reaction.
Yeah.
It's just like you said, like the man's not even alive to like defend himself. Like his wife isn't even alive to defend him.
Still about these 2022 niggas ain't the same as mine. But you fiending for these 2022 niggas. You still let 2022 niggas hit. So what does that say about you? These niggas don't meet your standards, but yet you still let them smash. Oh wait, she was celibate for a while. Maybe she should be celibate with her fucking mouth, so she don't say stuff that's so fucking stupid. All right, well that was that video. The next video we're gonna go into is somebody who's been pissing off a lot of people. This man, his name is Andrew Tate. Actually, no, we're not gonna go into the Andrew Tate just yet. I want to go into the Daily Wrap Up shit that happened. So Daily Wrap Up podcast, Daily Wrap Up crew, without the W's, was rap, like rapidy rap, like what Ice Cube and Tupac and Biggie does, rap. You know what I'm saying? They have a podcast where they interview women and they get their opinions on stuff. And this is what happened on one of their recent podcasts.
No, what nigga that didn't deserve it.
Let her get it out. Let her get it out. Let her get it out.
I lost myself.
Yeah.
To the point where that man said, hey,
Friend.
I don't want to be with you because you need to love yourself more.
Friend.
You love me
Take
too
this
much.
one, friend.
Stop playing with me.
Friend.
Stop playing with me. Y'all.
Friend.
Why is she so aggressive?
Stop playing with me.
Let her get it out.
Point.
Let her get it out.
Friend.
Let her get it out.
Trigger me timbers.
I done spent all my money.
Help us clean that jacket off. Help us. Oh, you got it?
I spent all my money. I spent all my time. All of everything. My patience, my loyalty, my love, my everything.
And then she starts to raise her voice, even though you have a microphone.
My everything was with that man when he was broke.
Okay.
Sending you money for food, sending you money for weed.
Again?
For that man to say, hey,
not yet.
for that man to get back on
Too
his
early.
level.
Don't do that.
For that man to get back on his shit and say,
She's
hey,
still getting it
I
off.
think we need to break up because you need to love yourself
Friend.
more.
Fuck that man.
Not after you spent all the money on my bank account.
Fuck that man.
Not after you done took all the love I got.
Fuck that man.
What? So you can't tell me about loving a black man unconditionally.
So you-
I done love the black man unconditionally.
But see,
I done love the
this
black
is where
man
they about
poor.
to get us,
I done love
friend.
the black man poor.
And this is where you gonna tag in.
No, you love the fucking bum. You love the bum. She was talking about how she gave this dude money for weed, right? For his re-up. Bro, if you gotta front the re-up for your mans, he's a bozo. And you loving on him makes you a bozette. You a female bozo with him. You both bums. Crack commandment number 4 is don't get high on your own supply. If you know you got a pack and you're supposed to flip it and you fuck it up, other people will kill you. She on here talking about this nigga. You was loving on him though. A whole bum.
No, I done love the black man that he didn't have nothing.
Friend, after this, you gonna let me talk.
She's meant it.
So,
After this, you're gonna let me talk. Excuse me, you're on that platform. I would have cut both their mics off. Get the fuck, get up, get the fuck out. You bugging right now.
please,
Okay. Tell her.
please,
You finished?
please.
Off your
Finished,
chest.
man.
And I did not try to change him.
Yeah.
I stood beside that man. I love that man.
For who he
I
was.
there for that man.
But fuck that nigga.
Okay?
All right.
Fuck that nigga.
Let me get my one point in.
No, it's okay,
I
baby.
just got one.
Notice how they're literally talking over the motherfuckers who facilitate the podcast. They asked you to be guest on their show, and you can't show them a modicum of decency and respect. Try this shit on No Jumper so that nigga could curse you out. You know who I'm talking about, right?
I
The
think
crazy
so.
dude who be yelling at all the fucking chicks. Not Adam, because Adam, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna get into some no jumper shit a little later, which is some crazy shit. But like, bro, try this shit on no jumper. Try this shit on Fresh and Fit, on Fraud and Fib. Try this on Fraud and Fib, right? And you will that get your whole shit violated. You will literally be physically removed for acting this way on the podcast.
1 point. I just got 1 point. That's it.
No, it's okay. I'm ready to go.
This chick with the waves and I don't understand this short hair shit. I don't understand this shit. She looked like a boy. She looked like the dude from fucking Detective Pikachu. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
The nigga from the Get Down.
Oh.
Him.
It's fine.
I appreciate.
Don't talk to me. I love that black nigga.
We know you do.
What y'all talking about?
We
She's the mic is this far away from her, and she is still peeking.
Yeah.
You are just yelling.
no.
That nigga was broke. Mommy sent you cash apps for weed, nigga. Fuck you.
Friend.
I ain't ever get no cash app for weed, but if you want to, it's down in the description. I'm saying, ain't nobody like, listen, yeah, there's people, I be getting money from, through Cash App for, like, some of the stuff that I do through art. That's how I get paid my commissions and do my freelance work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is what it is. And then when people send you money, they send you through Cash App or Zelle. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not going to say I've never received any money, but I would never receive money for things like that. Unless it's, like, of course, a gift. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, her grandma gave me a little money. Mira. Take this 40. Go get some, I'm like, okay, alright, cool. And then I'm gonna light grandma up. You know what I'm saying? But like on the regular, I ain't. Can you cash out me money for weed? Come on now, bro. Come on, you a man, bro. How your girl sending you the funds for the pack, bro? Get your weight up, pussy. If that was the case, she should have been selling bud with her fucking DMX ass voice and shit. Yo, what you need, yo? What are you talking about?
He was selling me. You selling?
That's my friend. Don't let that.
What are you selling?
He was selling air, bitch. He needed some weed. Who was sending you cash app? I can pull it up right now.
She just called me a bitch.
I'm sorry. Never don't.
You see, so he's laughing at this shit because this bitch is acting wild, but she's being mad disrespectful on his platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, nah, bro. Like she called you a bitch on your platform. You need to do something about that. You need to be like, he's laughing at this shit. Now, honestly, a lot of their fucking conversations digress to this type of shit. And then you're gonna see the other dude, he's just like, he's not having it. Like he's just sitting there like, sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Yes,
where you going? Where you going?
I'm down, friend. I'm tagged in officially. That's it.
Done. We almost done. Yo, we almost done.
Best friend, drink some water. You good, baby?
Look at him. Look at him. Complete, yo. He is so look at. I forget his name. His name is Eli, or whatever.
I don't know their names.
Yeah, but look at him. Look at his face. Look how uncomfortable he looked. He looking at her in pure disgust right now. He's just like, I cannot stand this bitch. Why is she even on my set? Imagine doing this shit on fucking Kelly and Ryan. That's the show now, right? Remember how it used to be Regis and Kelly, and then it was Kelly and Michael. Now it was Kelly and Ryan Seacrest.
Oh.
Yeah. Imagine doing that shit to Ryan Seacrest. Imagine doing this shit to Ellen DeGeneres.
They won't be able to. You can't even look at Ellen.
8 more minutes.
Friend, drink your water.
8 more minutes.
Friend.
Drink your water.
Friend.
Drink your water.
Friend.
Drink your water.
Friend. You good?
I'm sorry.
Drink your water.
What
you about to
I'm sorry because I try to keep it cool.
Friend.
Listen, I love the black man.
Why do you have to keep it cool? Why are you trying to? Why can't you just keep it cool? You're being mad extra. You should be mad extra on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You said that. Got you.
I held down multiple black.
Fucking sick. He is sick of her shit. He's like, I fucking hate this podcast, bro. This shit get me the bag, but I hate this shit. He say, yo, he come to work every day. Yo, he probably be in the car listening to like fucking metal before he goes to work. He listening to fucking Slayer. Like, I gotta go and deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? He is fucking sick. He's just like literally, he has to fucking hold his mouth so he don't say nothing.
I done did jail. I done did what?
All these niggas sound like the wrong type of niggas, boy. Like,
Eli, hold it down. Wait.
Niggas, scammers, drug
We
dealers,
know
those
that
are the
they
wrong
went
type of
wrong.
niggas.
That's why she's healing, not healed. It's okay.
In the MTA.
Friend.
I did all that. I didn't, like I said, I did
Friend, we gonna hold it down.
Just because you had trains ran on you don't mean you would fuck with niggas in the MTA. Alright, just because they swiped you and credit carded your shit don't mean you fucking with niggas in the MTA. Alright? And if you was fucking with niggas in the MTA, I'ma blame you individually for every single delay and cancel train, and every time someone say not in service, it's your fault.
Down.
Niggas that done sell $1 million
And we gonna get through the rest of the show, friend.
Baby,
Friend.
Get on that, baby!
pick your flavor.
Look, and look, you know what? Let me tell you something real quick about this.
Still
Pick your fucking. I had all the type of niggas.
Friend.
Look.
Which one you want to pick?
Friend.
You don't get points for that.
Give me.
See, and this is the crazy shit because
Don't say crazy.
this is crazy because the ladies will choose two groups of niggas. A nigga that they want to build up and change
So I
themselves, or a nigga that's already successful to get something.
She said she had all types of niggas.
But that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vocal on the drug.
But wait, hold on.
But
She
however,
left. Why is she still talking?
Friend.
Watch the
The water.
Watch what, she good.
It wasn't. I'm not only vocal on the jail. Like I said, I had MTA niggas. I got an army nigga.
Friend,
right
hold
now.
on. Let's continue
But-
the conversation.
What that mean?
But just cause
You got an army nigga right now, you probably...
And he got a wife and a baby, so you okay being a side chick?
Oh yeah, nah, this is when it gets into the other shit.
but
And I'm on his life
Friend.
insurance.
but just
Friend.
And he's on
But
his
just-
life.
Fight for our country.
Friend.
Russia call him right now, nigga. He's
What that
fighting.
mean
I
about
be like, Friend, you blowing him up to his wife, so I'm gonna need
Russia calls him right now. I thought he was in the U.S. Army. Why would Russia? I don't get it.
Tell me.
But why does that make him a good man?
I didn't say that make him a good man. I'm giving
Does he
more
fight for
examples.
America?
Why
All right.
say shit?
Right, but you
Right.
choosing
Hold
the
it down.
wrong. Don't do that.
Hold it
But you
down.
choosing the wrong niggas.
It's only 6 more minutes.
You
Why
choosing
she's
the
like
wrong
sitting on top of us?
Wait.
He chose me.
And you
Alright.
and you
He
Friend.
And you accepted it.
He
And you
gives me
accepted
money.
it.
this sound like
You
accountability.
He gives me money.
Huh?
I said, move the fuck over.
She's sitting on top of her,
Yeah.
throwing her hair in her face, all that shit. And this girl, yo, literally, and my nigga, she wild pussy, bro. She wild pussy. She seeing her friend acting a whole fool, showing her whole ass, and she don't got nothing. She not like, yo, bro, you wilding right now. Like on some real, like you be like, yo, sis, you really wilding right now. Everything that these guys have to think about you that's negative, you are literally proving everything right. Because look at the way that you're acting. Like, you can be passionate about your arguments, but please at least arrange them in a way that's going to actually prove what the fuck you got to say. And if you're disproving yourself, if you're proving me right by your fucking actions, then so eat it. Like, on some real shit.
Friend,
you
hold it
accepted
down,
it.
June. We ain't say this part was accountability.
Yo,
She was venting in that part, friend. Don't do that.
I'm saying this is either a nigga they want to build.
Let me check real quick. What's going on here
Or a nigga that's already
First of all,
does that
hold
make-
it down,
bullshit
POP. Hold on.
He just got me.
Does it make him toxic? Does that make him not toxic because he paying the bills?
Okay. We didn't say nothing about. All right.
That's why I
It's
said.
it's
Let's
you gotta
focus.
said that
Let's
the only
focus,
type
friend.
of niggas that I get is scammers.
They didn't.
No.
Somebody, Eli said that. He said
You
I'm
said
only
that?
going for scammers
Okay.
and drug dealers. So when I tried to say that,
Mm.
I have
Nigga
other
said, yeah.
niggas
Mhm.
that's toxic and
My
fucked
friend.
up.
First of all,
That's
wait.
not only
Friend.
I won't even say his name because if I say his name, the article will charge him. But what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
I have other niggas.
Friend.
That
Notice how she, like, literally, she's out here wild and talk about he's cheating on his wife. Cheating on your wife is a punishable offense in the army. So just the fact that he literally, you are risking ruining this man's life to make a point on a podcast. How crazy does that sound? If I was her army nigga and she pulled up to the crib, I'd say, yo, go back in your car, go the fuck home. Lose my number. I never want to talk to you no more. Because you out here airing out all our dirty laundry on a podcast that nobody even asked you to do. Ain't nobody inquired about her relationship right now.
Yeah.
She literally put all that bullshit on Front Street. And it's like, yo, nigga, you You cheating on you cheating on somebody. You look like not cheating on. You cheating with somebody. Like you partaking in the infidelity.
She seemed like she okay being the side chick too, because it seemed like, from what I'm hearing.
I mean, you can tell by the weave, by the tattoos all over, by the outfit, like.
Apparently, because from what I'm hearing, it seemed like every guy she's had has already had somebody in their life.
Don't be mad that you ain't the
Has
main boo boo. Don't be mad. If you want to be the main, play your role. It looked like she just complacent, just happy with being a side chick.
That's not only scammers and drunkenness, that is toxic as a
The fact that you finding niggas in the army defending the country that's toxic is crazy. Like, what's the common denominator? You gotta look at yourself at the end of the day. Bro. You gotta look at yourself at the end of the day.
But the point is,
you gotta hold yourself accountable.
That's why we having this combo.
He just said that you have to literally, he's asking her to look at herself and take accountability, and she literally was like, no. Why should I should continue
accountability? What's that?
I should continue making the mistakes I made, right? Because it's gonna work out for me eventually. That's fucking insanity. Like, I don't, go play Far Cry 3, and listen to the boss speech. What is the definition of insanity? Trying the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Only time that works is the skateboarding. And even then, with skateboarding, you have to make an adjustment to be like, all right, I'm doing this wrong. Let me adjust that. You know what I'm saying? So there's somewhere, all right, I'm making an error here. I have to change that in order to get where I want to go.
No matter who you choose and what genre and what occupation, you're choosing the toxic niggas out of all of them?
But now, no, but this is not about you.
Jew ain't shit. Fucking, this nigga you just did a Kid Boo laugh over there.
This is
My TikTok is not about me.
I'm not talking about the TikTok. I'm not talking about the TikTok.
No. The niggas that I'm fucking with, they have their reasons. If you go down a couple more videos, y'all will see every nigga that I'm fucking with got his motherfucking reasons. The army nigga got his reasons.
Reason for what? Reason for what? Reason for what?
Say.
For what he do.
Why are you choosing them? Why are you choosing them?
Why is she sitting on? She's drunk too. Like she's literally like, yo, bro, she out.
She literally backed up. I'm like, why? I would have been like, yo,
you should have been choosing niggas for no reason.
Why are you accepting it?
Why?
Why are you accepting it?
Because.
Yo, he has been sitting there like he looked like the statue, the thinker. He's just been sitting there just like, bro.
It's deeper than being married. Wait, hold on.
Time out.
But this is the journey to healing.
He just looked at everybody like, yo, do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit?
Ask me why.
Wait.
You ask me why.
But I'm going to talk to y'all.
I don't want to be in, I just got him.
Cause on the hill, cause on the real.
I apologize for the screaming, folks. It's a little much. I'm desensitized to this shit, being from the Bronx and all, but like
that's just how people communicate.
Yeah, to the people viewing, I sincerely apologize for this nonsense. They bugging right now.
I don't want to be married. I
On the
don't
real?
want to be in a relationship.
On the
So
real?
if a man is going to pay my bills, if he's going to do what I want him to
Wrong,
do, then so
wrong,
be it. I don't want you to be my
I said
boyfriend.
they look
But
for
you
two
shouldn't
type
be
of
mad.
Looking for a
You shouldn't be
husband
mad
right
who
can't
the fuck
say
you fucking
they.
with then. Like,
You
shouldn't be
can't
mad
say
when he married you
they
then.
because I
I'm
love
not.
her.
Did I ever say I
So
was?
how's he toxic then?
I'm on his fucking life insurance.
So
Why
how's
am
he
I mad who
toxic?
he's married
So
to?
how's he toxic?
Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming?
Then.
He's toxic because he's
You
married.
don't want a relationship. You don't
No,
want a boyfriend. You
he's
just want to pay
toxic.
your bills. So how is he
What?
toxic?
He's toxic to his wife. He's not toxic to me. He does what the fuck I tell him. If I text him right now and tell him give me $200, he's gonna do it. He's toxic to his
Wow, weird flex, but okay.
wife.
But you don't think you're selling
Because
yourself
I'm saying
short? in
nigga
that?
is toxic don't mean he's toxic to me. That's your problems. I'm not saying it personally.
Alone.
He's not toxic
gotta
to
be
me.
riding the
Clearly
dick,
he's toxic to his fucking wife.
Can he
has
still
a
dealing
wife
with him?
and a kid at home and he gives me everything. That's toxic.
My friend is getting what she needs.
Can he send that
What
$200?
the fuck? And he has a wife
Well,
and
this
a
is making
kid
sense
at
to you?
home.
This is
That's
making sense
toxic.
down.
Can
He
he-
gives me what I want.
Cause
Why would I
wait.
feel like
So you accept, like, literally, you accept him being toxic to his wife. So if you treat his wife like that, how are we gonna treat you? If you treat his wife like that, how are you gonna treat you?
Like I said,
Can
you say the word?
What is she doing?
get the fuck off of me.
Can he say that to her? Are you messing with the nigga?
That's not toxic.
Wait, hold on.
How is that not toxic,
I am
sweetheart?
not complaining about him.
The producer got to step in now. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady?
You said
No.
You say you check all types of toxic niggas. Then you bring up the nigga.
You said the only toxic niggas I fuck with is scammers and drug dealers.
He made a mistake, but clearly.
I don't think he said that, though. She's putting words in his mouth. I don't recall him saying that. He's like, why do you fuck with these? Like, you choose these scammers and da-da-da-da and whatever. And then she's like, oh, but I know other niggas who's toxic. And he's like, then why are you fucking with them?
Hold on, Ace.
You're right.
I gave you another example of toxic niggas that I fuck with. Is he toxic to me? No. He does what the fuck I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely.
No, that she do what the fuck I want him to do. Imagine if a man talk about a woman that way. She does what the fuck I tell her to do. The fuck is you talking about? You would be like, this nigga's you a little dick ass nigga, bro. Like, the fact that you sitting there bragging about this shit. Like, I could just be like, my wife is cooperative. We are partnership. When I ask for her for, you know, she fulfills her duties as a wife. I don't gotta say, she does what the fuck I tell her to do. Fuck is you on, bro? Like,
Why are you dealing with a nigga like that, son?
Shay! Shay! It's
the fuck is you talking about?
How is that not your business,
Shay,
bro?
Shay.
That's not my business.
Bro, that's...
why are you jumping in this man's face on his podcast? Ladies, if I ever ask you to guest on my platform and you get like this, you're gonna have to deal with her. And I taught her how to fight like a nigga. So there will be no hair pulling coming from her. You will be getting uppercutted and elbowed. You're gonna be putting a clinch and knee. You're gonna get beat up. You're gonna get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And my girl thick and she's short, so she got a low center of gravity. She's gonna fuck you up on the double leg takedown. That's a rap for you. It's clip for you. Alright? And if you feel like you're gonna put your hands on her, then I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to step in and I'm gonna have to whoop your ass. These hands are buy one, get one free. I ain't fucking around like that. Hey! Free shipping too.
Expedited.
So if he wants to cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
Niggas are cheating on me.
Maybe his wife has AIDS. Maybe she got a venereal disease, one of those forever friends. And he got it from her.
And now you got it.
I think you should be wary about community dick. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just my suggestion. What do I know?
And bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
Man.
Why?
So she just said that she was cheated on and the other girls didn't care. So why should she care? So this is a perfect example of hurt people hurting other people.
Yeah. And it's like, why would you do that to somebody else? Why don't you just get your revenge on the person who, you know?
Yeah. Even then, if you felt bad about it, why would you then go participate in the same behavior that you did that made you feel bad back in the day?
Yeah.
Like literally, you became who hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I understand. Like, listen, I understand when things are done to you, you want to get your lick back because it's that pride brings that vengefulness out of you and spitefulness.
Mm-hmm.
But the best revenge is to move on with your life and do better. Maybe she wasn't scam, fucking with scamming ass niggas and toxic ass niggas. She would be in a relationship that she actually feels appreciated in and doesn't, and she wants to keep like whole between the two individuals. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the shit with a lot of, you coming into relationships already hurt with the baggage of your last like relationship. And I understand like people got walls up and whatever, but like you gotta do the self work and remove yourself from situations so you can fix yourself, so you can be good to the next person, and also to be good to yourself. Because look at the way she's screaming on the shit. You can tell, yo, bro, there's a mass stress and trauma in her life.
Why, Eli? Why, Eli?
So what you be?
Hold on. Why, Eli? Why should I care if this man would have cheated on his wife?
Because if he's cheating on his wife and you're the person that he's cheating on, you're contributing to the
He's cheating with multiple bitches.
And you wanted him.
So I gotta be one of them. That don't make it better.
Like you said,
I don't know if he's cheating with multiple, but I would assume if he's cheating with me that he's cheating with. That's my assumption. I don't actually know if he. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually know if he is.
Can I ask you a
but
question?
my assumption is if nigga, you gonna do it with me, you gonna do it with other bitches.
Hold on. Let's bring it back.
So I don't know that for sure.
So I can't.
Go ahead.
I don't care. He's not my husband.
So when you pick a man, he's been toxic, right?
The last man I picked was my fiance.
Okay, and he was toxic, right?
What you mean you proposed to him?
Right.
And he was toxic, right?
I don't want to see.
Why is he not your husband?
What is y'all?
Why is he not your husband?
Because what I wanted, he couldn't give.
Which is what?
I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
Y'all just saw Hobbs. Y'all just saw Hobbs.
All right. So you picked the last.
All right, that's enough of that one.
So I'm guessing the husband she chose that was supposed to be her husband, right, was probably the guy that she just got all worked up about. That's probably the same dude.
I have no idea.
I'm thinking it's the same dude.
I don't know what the fuck that was all about. That was
because she just said, I don't want to get into that. You saw how upset I just got. So my assumption is that it's the same dude.
And Flan.
It was like Flan
to
the W.
The W shape and the logo shape, and this shit got 6,000 fucking likes. 6,000 likes. I need spread the love, like other tweets. I have other zingers too, all right? So that was that craziness. Why don't we move on to the next joint?
I'm about to check to see how much it got now.
Oh wait, what in the world just happened?
What?
Okay. I'm lost here. It seems like our stream got shut down and then came back.
What you mean?
Because it says here that we've been off a couple minutes here. Like it literally just restarted or something.
Maybe. But we was on for like 45 minutes. Well, last time I checked was 45, so we've been on for like an hour.
We've been on for over an hour. All right, we got a couple more things to look at before we continue, or before we sign off tonight. That was that. That's crazy ass shit. All right, so we're gonna talk about.
Well, his Wu-Tang Flan tweet has 6496.
6,496 likes. That's insane.
15 quoted tweets and 151 retweets.
That one's doing numbers. All right, what did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to find the other thing I want to talk about real quick because the last thing I want to talk about is a little bit serious. So I want to put all the things that are in a similar vein together, so I don't show any disrespect to the last topic. So this is a No Jumper podcast clip that I'm gonna put up, right? This shit is fucking ridiculous. Let's look at this dumb shit.
Same time. Like we.
When you say
these two, I think, are married. They're in a relationship together.
Oh,
these
the two right there?
Adam 22, and her name is Lena the Plug.
Okay.
They do OnlyFans together.
Okay.
And they be fucking like other girls. But listen to what his girl is saying on this podcast.
When you say whole shit, like what do you mean? Like
So
that you've done in the
before
past?
Adam, I'd had maybe
A threesome?
I'd had a threesome with two guys
A
once,
foursome or no?
and then I had another threesome with two guys, and there was another guy there, but we didn't all sleep together at the same time. Like we had sex the same night, and they were all aware of the situation. We were like doing Molly and having fun. You know?
Wait.
When you question all your life decisions.
So it was a threesome first, and then one
She
other
was
guy
meant to
like,
do
like came
OnlyFans.
later. And just
Sounds
got
like
it.
a good time.
It was a lot of fun. It was great.
Got you. So it was three guys.
Three guys, but
Yeah.
never all at the same time. Like I think
Yeah.
that like we went even like just the two of us sometimes.
When you say whole shit,
These pornographers are something else, I'll tell you that. That shit is crazy. The fact that women get on these platforms to talk this way is insane. Do you have no shame? Like, you are literally sitting next to the man who helped you come to relevance. And you're sitting here bragging about threesomes that you've had in the past that he was not participating in. Like, bruh, you can see his soul leave his body. Like, damn, I'm really in love with a whole fucking, like, he in love with a whole prostitute. Like, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. Now, I understand people appreciate sex work. They want to fucking pay for whatever. But this pornography shit, this shit is too prevalent in our goddamn fucking society. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, y'all really need to go see a doctor. Y'all need to try NoFap or something. Like, bro, get off the porn. Get off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you everything in moderation, alright. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets to the point where it affects your fucking psyche, when it affects your relationships and your ability to like actually be physical with a woman, then or even a man, because there are women who are like these women now are fucking oversexed and they're addicted to porn just as badly as men are. They're fucking they have these crazy ass delusions that are basically fed by porn. So if it literally gets to the point where you can't physically be with somebody because you're expecting porn sex in real life, you're a fucking idiot. You're naive as shit. Naive as shit. Like, go. Like, people even be saying, like, you know that slapping sound you hear in porn? That's somebody in post slapping two chicken breasts together.
Mm-hmm. Like,
It's a fucking movie. It's a production. It's not real. Like, the Avengers is not real. That's not real. But there's that. And let's look up the other dude. What's the other dude?
Welcome back, play back.
These guys are funny as shit.
I had my mom watch one of their videos. She was laughing.
Where is the shit where he fucking goes off on those two?
What video is it? It goes off on what? I want to watch that one later.
What?
She got the nerve to say this.
Where do you see that?
Right there. It's with agent on there alone. Up. 3 over. 2 over. 1 over 1. Yeah.
Alright, we'll look at that later.
Yeah.
A baby does not stop you from living your life. You like to travel, take your kid. You like to do this, take your kid. Like, you put your kid onto what you like.
Okay, then why ain't he here right now?
Bro,
I would.
Stop, nigga.
What Marcel be going off.
My
do be going on.
Then why not have did that?
I need a break.
You needed
And
a
I
break.
deserve it. And I deserve it.
You needed a
I'm
break.
a single mom, so I deserve my break. I deserve to have a good time.
Well,
a
I say-
3-week good time.
A 3-week good time.
Yes.
Well, I'll say this, you know.
This is not the video I'm looking for.
We should watch this though.
Here are a list of things
I deserve 3 weeks to myself. Oh, bitch, what?
Yo, where is it? Did it get taken down?
Which one are you looking for?
There's one where that dude is literally about to fight some girls.
I don't think I've seen that one. Put women at the no jumper, almost fight women.
This is 1 month ago. There you go. I'm not sure which one it is. It's one of these, though. It's one of these. All right, so this guy, his name is Sharp, and he's on the No Jumper podcast, and he be fucking like scream like it'd be crazy. Let's look at
And
this.
she goes in the car with a load on her.
What was the highest paid gig you done got so far?
In Virginia, like $300. You know.
How are you doing? $300? Stop.
Do you not like?
Stop.
You know, I'm a.
He is an asshole, yo.
Stop. I'll do it for $150. I'll do it
Stop.
for $300. I'll do it for what?
Man,
what is the
you might as well
exposure?
be on in Vegas
You're
on
being
Boulder
weird.
with
You're
a chip
being
on your
weird. I
shoulder.
wanna ask
No,
you a
you
question.
being
No,
weird.
you're being weird.
150
Yep.
to shake your ass and getting the
Yep.
bruises and all types of extra
Yep.
shit all up on you.
Yep.
I
Yep.
know. Get all the bruises and all the extra shit for 150.
I am.
He posits a good question. You getting fucked
I'm
and shit
just
for
looking at her
150? Yeah, like look, there's a woman watching this and she's completely disgusted. 150? 150. You know, but Jada Pinkett Smith, right? Jada Pinkett Smith, right? When she played Stoney, right? And fucking it set it off. At least got her rent paid. At least got her brother's tuition check. This bitch is getting 150. You can't even buy a pair of Jordans with that money. You's bugging, mama.
At least she did it. At least Jada did it for a reason.
With inflation, what the fuck is 150 nowadays?
Seriously.
Shelly, at least Stoney got a couple G's for doing something strange for a piece of change. Shit. 150? Mama, I take pictures for 150. And that's on the low end.
Mm-hmm.
You was getting the Canon.
Not even pictures, your fucking logos. Like,
Exactly. Me.
Logo creation start at 150.
Vector artwork for me starts at 150. Mama, you busted it open for that? Okay, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
But 150? I'm thinking she gonna be like, you know, I did a little gig, little
Why can't she
$25,
do it to have a good
$3,500
time,
gig.
though? Exactly.
Well, I thought she was doing it for a purpose. She wants to get on.
Appear to
She
be a
wants to
video
get
vixen, so
on.
Megan Thee Stallion, I can shake my ass. Hit me like if you need a girl, let me know. Like that's what we're here for.
Well,
at
at
the end
least,
of the day, what is
man,
anybody really
at
in
least
this
you
fucking
know
place for?
you gonna
Like,
get
what's
cheap
the-
labor out
what
this
do you think Blue Girls
motherfucker.
Club is? Like, what do you
You
think
gonna
it
get
is?
cheap labor.
What do you think
Obviously,
it is?
cheap labor.
Use a motherfucking.
Cheap labor.
Like,
It's obviously
that's
some
weird.
cheap labor going on around that motherfucker, man. Because you over here talking about going and doing some for $300. Yeah, hell yeah. You didn't even fly for 300. I did. You didn't even fly for 300. Up your game. That's why I told you.
You can't even fly for 300.
Up your game. Yo, I mean, he right though, even though he a little weirdo himself.
Get agent because you're playing and you're selling your.
He said, "Get yourself an agent." Oh no!
Self short. I'm not. Had a mic. I'm not. I'm like a fucking child.
I don't care.
You like 7, 8, 9 years old, ain't you? Aren't you?
That's your opinion. I don't give a fuck.
That's a fucking fact.
I don't care.
That's a fact.
Opinion.
Nastiness.
Ugh,
Nastiness. Your attitude nasty. I seen it, but I seen that shit in your face. I was just trying to give you some game. You was the one already trying to pop that little bullshit earlier.
Okay, I'm over it.
Right or wrong? But right the fuck or wrong? Wasn't you? You was like.
I mean, shit. Right or wrong? He right. Like I say that shit. Like if I come at you and I'm coming at you, I'm like, yo, something, right or wrong, right? And you're gonna be saying that. He's saying it because he right. Like he probably be going off on these chicks at the same time, but like these women don't have no fucking class, so of course they don't know how to act.
I don't get what you're saying. You're like, I don't get what you're saying.
Can we continue?
Hella quick with hella little snide.
It's not my show.
Bitch, take that shit to the snooty fox. Take that shit up.
Yo, bro, the fact that like you're deflecting so hard.
Like she said, this is his show, so he's gonna keep talking about you.
He's gonna keep talking directly to you. You can get up and walk out if you don't want to be part of the show anymore.
Right.
But you literally put yourself through the shit and torture yourself by sitting there and not getting up. You know what I'm saying? When when celebrities, when real people with talent are done with the fucking interview, they get up, they de-mic, which you don't have to do because there's a mic in front of you. Mm-hmm. So they didn't mic you up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a fucking battery pack hanging off your back like you had on the set of Maury. You know what I'm saying? On the news, right? Because they literally be having like a fucking receiver with everything taped up to you. You don't got none of that. You can get up and you can walk off. Why are you still sitting there? Like you're proving to no one that you're tough, that you're literally proving that you're petulant like a fucking child. The fact that you're still sitting there and don't get up. And then this girl in the middle who's just smoking. Like, bro. We smoke on our shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's us because we smoke.
Our shit.
It's our shit. But if I go on to somebody else's other podcast, I'm not gonna light a cigarette. I'm not gonna smoke on their podcast, especially if I'm a guest. It shows very little respect for what's going on.
To the snooty fox, we don't want it around here. Heard they got the little channels through there, 1 through 50. Shut up.
I'm Leo. Hi, I'm Leo.
Leo. Listen to me. What really brought you to Blueface?
To have a good time. I wanted to have fun.
You just want to have a good time.
I want to have a good time. I was locked up. I went from locked up to having a baby. Now I feel like I'm living my life. This is the first time I get to live, and I'm living. I was already in designers promo videos, so I think I'm already doing good for myself.
Where is designer now? Doing good where? Like, I already got my video girl from my videos, so don't come here asking for no dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting the exposure I came here for.
But she won't be doing the nasty shit that these girls do in their fucking videos. My girl gonna be classy in the videos, unlike these girls. They probably just be shaking ass and smelling like wet dog and shit.
What have you gained so far from it? I mean, I that's not even disrespect.
No,
that's
I gained knowledge.
She gained knowledge from hanging around designer and Blueface.
Knowledge, like deadass. I gained a lot of knowledge. I am a.
This chick smoking is annoying the fuck out.
Psychopath.
Why are you?
And I need to calm the fuck down.
Why do you think that you're a psychopath? Why would you call
I turn when I'm drunk. My friends told me I'm an angry drunk. Yeah, right here.
All right, we're gonna go into when they start.
Do me a
Ashley. So I turn into Ashley. I'm on my white girl pretty shit, and then I turn into a full-blown ratchet.
She's on her white girl pretty shit.
And then she turned into a full-blown ratchet.
Personality disorder when I'm drinking, yes.
Why are you bragging about that?
Big facts.
Yeah, so you're the type that, we got to kind of, if we're drinking with you might as well do it at the house. You know what I'm saying? You kind of can't take her nowhere.
No,
because she going to trip the fuck out. No, because you probably the type of chick, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I've seen bitches do it a lot. Y'all get drunk, And when the attention's not on you, you have the sense to start tripping out to get the attention.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen chicks do it a lot. Like, yeah, they having a fun time. They getting faded until the attention ain't on them. Now, and then some other prettier girls might have walked in, or the other girl might be getting a little bit more attention.
Oh, I see where you're going with this one.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being real. I'm just looking at it from a logical standpoint. I'm just like, okay, because I see it happen all the time. Chicks that do that change moods throughout.
How old do you think this motherfucker is? This nigga gotta be like 40 or
I
some
was about
shit.
to say that, like.
And look at these fucking 20-year-old pants he's wearing.
Alcohol, you know, they...
Yeah. Look at what he said. Look at his fucking legs. Why his legs look like that? She got manlier legs than he do. Shit, like she fucking be catching shinners and shit. Like she do pop shove-its.
See, she got like a couple bruises on her legs.
Yeah, bruises. Yeah, because she be always on her knees.
Really for the attention, and once they not getting the attention, I think that's when they turn.
Or when you are like drinking, you think
hey,
everything
Brian.
is like you're taking it.
Hold up. One quick second. Oh, we never watched these videos on this side.
Oh shit.
Hey yo, what's up? What's up? We're watching some videos. We're reacting. I did some dumb shit. We were supposed to be over here, but that's the thing. I was looking for the videos.
Yeah.
Where does he start yelling at her?
Eggs, I'm taking from the whole everybody.
Well, then buy everybody some motherfucking eggs.
I said that.
I say this, whether you joking or not, if that's what it is, that's how you feel. Why even tripping? Who cares? You point up about her like, you know. Don't put yourself at the ground.
There's this.
Don't
You're
care,
a pimp.
baby.
You think
I'm not
fuck
shit.
what you think
I ain't
about
shit.
me?
I'm just sharp. You's a
And what
slut
I'm
buddy,
worth?
and we all know that.
You look at all
we
bitches
all
like
know
a dollar
that.
sign. Your
Baby.
opinion of me
No, I
doesn't
don't.
mean a
I really
goddamn
want to
thing.
see y'all be
Why she
better.
got
Y'all ain't
cowboy
even worth
boots
it
on?
no more. Why
No,
you not
you want me to
retired?
sell pussy.
To be
How is
honest
that
with you,
better?
these bitches don't even
How
be
is
working
that
no more.
better?
You're not even
How
working
is
no more.
selling
Look at you,
pussy
a
doing
pretty
better?
bum, a pretty bum, with nothing to offer to nobody. Not even.
I wouldn't even give her that. I'll just call her a bum.
Game, not even nothing with no knowledge. Game is knowledge.
I don't know
You only
what
got
game
knowledge
we're
to
playing.
offer, exactly, because that's all you do.
That's because the game is to be sold, not told, B. He's trying to put you onto game. He ain't even your man. Usually you have to get a man to put you onto game. He's trying to put you onto game as his guest because he obviously been through shit. Nigga look like he fucking gargled with rocks and shit. You hear his goddamn voice? That's cigarettes, years worth of cigarettes. Man tattooed all over the place and shit.
Cause I'm not
This ain't Scrabble.
I don't know.
This ain't Scrabble, baby. Fuck's wrong with you? We ain't playing.
Yo, why are they always drinking on these podcasts? Like, I know we smoke, but you hardly like we don't be drinking on this shit.
Yeah.
These niggas be getting faded on these podcasts.
This ain't no fucking
You don't
game.
have to spit at me.
Yeah, you right.
God
I
damn.
ain't gotta spit at you.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
right.
You guys, what did I do to piss him off? Does anybody know?
He's got two. He's double cupped, so this is the second cup.
See, I told you that I know what you do, but it's okay. That's
You don't know shit about me. You don't know what I do.
You don't know shit about me.
I get on camera and talk about it indirect like you do. Show it to
All I know
everybody
about
like you
is
fucking
your
do.
little Sharp Tank thing, but
Like
I
you
already
do.
told you.
My
I think
little-
it's an act
My little,
anyways.
you got some bum sitting there, man. A bitch that you pay on the side putting your shit up that's ugly as fuck.
Who are you
Shut
talking
up.
about?
Shut up talking to me.
Who
We don't
are you
have to go
talking
even
about?
deep into it, but you know what I'm talking about.
I
Because I
literally
got on
don't.
you about the bitch bringing up my name, so it don't even really matter.
Oh, the drama page.
It don't even
Bro,
really matter.
He
Knock
wants
that
to
shit
bring
off
up
talking
a
to me,
drama
man.
page.
For real. Don't
Tell
play
her.
with me.
Why are you telling
no,
me?
because that's your little fucking friend.
That's not my friend. She just
You
supports
fucking defend
me,
the
bro.
bitch. You
What is going on right now?
She
defend her.
supports me.
You defend her.
You defend her.
Tell her to keep real motherfuckers' names out her fucking mouth.
Yo, he's
I wouldn't call Sharp a real motherfucker. He be arguing with chicks on fucking No Jumper. I have my own feelings about No Jumper because they be putting on a lot of bullshit. Like when this dude, what the fuck is his name? Something Dex. Infamous Dex? I don't know if he's infamous. Some Dex. When he was on here, he was fucked up. This nigga passed out like on the interview. Yeah, That shit crazy.
He's screaming at me about
Yeah,
drama page
no,
on
stop
YouTube.
playing. No,
I
stop. It's the
can't.
only one that
I
posts about you.
can't.
It's the only one. You
But
get
why-
no
so
other
why is
press.
that?
You get no other press because I know that you're fucking behind it. That's why. Because I know you're behind it and you're fucking playing with me.
I think you're schizophrenic.
You already lied about saying what you called me, so I know you're gonna lie about everything
You
else.
lied about that,
Everything else.
bro.
How did I? Put that on something. Put that on your
Show
mama.
me some fucking proof.
You was on FaceTime
I
when you
haven't
did it.
talked to you for
was
like
on
2 weeks and
FaceTime.
you.
Okay, that's enough of this.
For you, not for me. I'm already.
Rather stay
I'm trying to
asleep
wake
and be
your
what
ass
the
up.
fuck you're on.
I'm trying to
I'm
wake your
chilling.
ass up. No, you not.
Yes.
You just living day to day.
The
You
happiest
don't even
people
know how
on
it's
earth
coming.
are the most dumbest,
You don't even know
retardedest
how
people.
it's
They
coming.
don't know what the fuck
Live with
is
some
going
structure.
on.
You don't
They
even know
live
how
in
it's
their
coming.
own little world.
You don't even know how it's
Unbothered,
fucking
bitch. That's
coming.
me.
You don't even know how it's coming for you tomorrow. You don't know. The next day,
I
the
know
next
exactly
week.
what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm
You
gonna
live
wake
second
up,
to
suck
second,
dick,
baby.
repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
So, like he said earlier, selling pussy.
Yeah, you don't know how it's coming tomorrow. Once a nigga don't want to fuck you no more, the money dries up. That's nothing to be bragging about.
Trash.
Wake up, eat ass, repeat.
Fucking trash.
Alright.
She just said, wake
Fucking
up.
trash.
She said, wake up, eat ass,
ass.
repeat. This bitch is out here bragging about sucking dick and eating ass. Like, bruh, are you serious right now?
OnlyFans, AJ.
When did he
My
start?
daddy's black, mama.
Alright, well send me his
So you
number,
can go suck
goddammit.
his dick. How
I
about
will.
that? You
Okay,
ain't even got to.
that's
You ain't even gonna
exactly-
suck mine. You can go suck his dick. How about that?
That's exactly
While
what
you're
I
talking.
wanted.
While you're talking. You do. You know it.
You're the only one. Why, baby?
Am I? Put that on something.
On God.
Say you.
Scout's
Homie,
honor.
the devil.
Scout.
The
Bitch,
devil.
you're. What? Sorry. Should we cut it here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I think we should. She called him a bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, and if this, on some real shit, I don't understand why these women feel so comfortable being so disrespectful to men. This man has already been yelling at you for like the last fucking 8 minutes. If he were to come across the table and smack you across your face for calling him a bitch, would he be remiss? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, calling him, getting on men's podcast to call him a bitch, to scream in their face. Like, bruh, one of y'all women are gonna get beat the fuck up on a podcast one day. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. One day they're gonna be, Baby D is gonna be at the studio that day, right? You're gonna say some wild shit, and then you're gonna get beat the fuck up. I'm calling it right now. Some little sex kitten chick is gonna get beat up by some big chick. You know what I'm saying? Who's wearing Doc Martens or some shit. Literally on some Baby D shit. Black shirt tucked into black jeans. With her black forces. She's gonna beat your ass up. She's gonna beat you up. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Pass her the mic for me real quick.
You still didn't find the one that you were looking for.
It's this one right here.
No jumper panel.
This one.
We back.
This one.
Shit that damn, motherfuckers got their priorities fucked up. Always 100% effective.
But
Things
isn't that
can
for
happen.
All types of sex.
It can happen, but I'm saying don't try to act like you just walk and it's just, we got it under control. We got it all figured out. It's all good over here. We got it all figured out. Ain't nothing gonna happen over here. And you know damn well that's a.
Is that the domestic violence? Is that him?
Is it?
Hey, why don't you leave her, man? She hit me. Oh, domestic violence, she crazy. I think that's what that looks
Fucking
like.
lie. Don't be lying to these viewers. Don't lie to them that way and try to say like it's just, really raise the awareness then. That's what you're gonna do. Bring the awareness with the nasty shit. I can respect that.
Let me raise some awareness. Sex. Yeah. Adam and I had sex with a condom on. Just saying.
I have a lot of unprotected sex.
Yeah.
Lena made your nasty ass. That's why. Lena made her nasty ass swear one like, man, Adam, if you fuck this bitch with no cum, man, it's over with.
Getting gonorrhea is not really different from getting like strep throat or something like that.
Shut the fuck
Shut the fuck, bitch. What?
Like, I don't want to agree with him, but yo, these girls be fucking like, bro.
Bitch said catching gonorrhea is the same as having strep throat.
You have strep pussy? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man, who brought these?
I did catch
You playing with me today, and you too.
I
What's up, the shit? Repeat that again. Hold on. Repeat that again.
I mean, you can treat it with antibiotics, so getting gonorrhea is not really that different from
It's not
getting
that
strep.
bad, huh?
I don't think it is.
It's like gateway into STDs. Oh, it's not that bad. What's next? Oh, AIDS. It's not that bad. You just take some pills and, for the rest of your life, and, you just got to live with that. It's okay, though. You can still live with it. You can still, that's fucking crazy.
That is fucking crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
This nigga who has tattoos up and down his arms, who sounds like he's been smoking cigarettes since he was 4 years old, right? Has like you can tell by his voice that he's been through some shit, and his dad got more rationale thought and brain processes than these chicks, bro. These girls have been face fucked so hard they have CTE. I don't know what the fuck is going on with these chicks, bro. Like, y'all have brain damage.
It's not the 80s.
It's not about it being the 80s.
Eating his ass, and then I gave like 9 people pink eyes. So
Y'all gonna catch something y'all asses can't get rid of, boy. I hate to say it.
Wait, so you ate somebody's ass, he gave you pink eye, and then you gave 9 other people pink eye?
Yeah, because there was 9 other people there. But, like, it was just pink eye. But it's also...
Oh my God. She said because there was 9 other people.
Because there was just pink. It's just pink eye. It's just fecal matter that got into my ocular cavity. It's just pink eye. Ugh. Ew. Ew.
That's gross.
You had Dookie as eye boogers. It's nasty.
A dingleberry got caught in your eye.
Yeah, you got ugh.
Ew.
People was farting on pillows around there.
This is not the medieval
That's
ages.
what you, and like lay your face on it. Somebody was farting on the pillow. You was obviously down, face down, ass up. So you knew you was in a pillow. Somebody probably was sitting on the pillow, doing whatever they was doing, and they probably pooted. And when they pooted, it.
That was a funny word.
When they pooted, it left all kinds of bacteria and all types of shit like that on the pillow. So when you face down, ass up, of course you're about to come up with some pink in the wink. You
said pink in the wink. No. Got some stinking wink.
Oh my God.
You gonna come up with some pink in the wink, man. That's what I'm saying. Her whole life and how you ate.
All right, that's that.
Oh no, if Kazumi talking about 50 gangbangs, I'm not letting my daughter watch it.
That's what she does.
Yeah,
right,
I know.
Kazumi? That's your game.
That's what I do.
That's what she does.
Yeah, I'm for sure. My son could watch Kazumi.
Weird. Questionable.
Why is that weird?
I mean, how old is the son of the scenario?
Is he the
Same age?
You don't care about, is that some pedophile? Like, why you keep asking that? Obviously, we know they got to be of some age. You keep asking like it's little babies or something. That's some real weird shit to me because that's the second time that's happened, and I let that shit pass. But she did it. She did it twice now. Well, how old are the kids in the situation? Come on, we should already know. Kids, we're talking about kids getting on fucking YouTube. As soon as kids get old enough to, Mom, can I see your phone? Get on a tablet, iPad.
Because I think like the average that at least when I started.
Come on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I mean, No Jumper in general has adult
Stop.
content.
Yeah.
Wake me up when we get there.
YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
We're talking about YouTube.
I mean, is this
He's lost too.
We're talking about YouTube.
I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, but he gets to the point where he almost fights people. Yep. All right. So this is the last thing we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Andrew Tate. This is an interesting thing. This is something that I saw earlier today. People were literally making whole things. They're like, he's violent, he's cheating. These two are not together. This was like a date where they met each other for the first time, and they were basically like interviewing each other about their different stances while on dates. While on a date. A date. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of the questions that got people up in arms right now.
What would you do if I was going on girls' holidays every other month?
I'd have to shut that down. I think it's disrespectful.
Do you go on a lot of holidays?
I can do whatever I want. You're with me, you don't want to. We go on holidays together, we go places together. When I have to go places with just the boys, you stay home.
It could just be like women just go on holiday to have fun.
And men will try and sleep with you.
So? Doesn't mean that women are.
Correct.
This is what I'm saying. You
Agreed.
This
No, agreed.
No, but you haven't warped reality.
It's not warped reality, because we agree.
Yes, you do. Okay.
We agree.
Okay.
No, you're not moving on to the next question.
Yes, we are moving
No,
on.
we agree.
Okay.
We agree. You're right. They're going to try, and you're not going to let them. I agree. If I walk out to the car park, it doesn't matter how good the locks are on my car. If someone's trying to break into my car, am I going to let them keep trying? No. No. It's disrespectful. It's mine, and no one comes near it because it's mine. No one's going to try and steal it. For me to put it in a place where people are going to try and steal it is nothing less than irresponsible. My female is taken care of and has a fantastic life. She does not need to go on holidays to fucking Mykonos and be a hoe on some random table. On some random table because her friend met some dude on fucking Tinder. No. Stay home. Stay home.
So that man his name is Andrew Tate. He is a former kickboxer and he has been.
We're not watching anything else?
No, we're gonna watch a couple things. I just wanted to. But he's a amateur kickboxer. Well, he was a former kickboxer, and he now like runs like a bunch of cam girls. You know what I'm saying? It's rumored that there's some sex trafficking happening with that, and so like I'm not gonna say that this dude is the greatest, but there are a lot of people starting to like look at his content because of course he's got that red pill slant. And to be honest, like I don't think he's that like salacious. I think he's really playing a character because there's times where he's literally has broken character in the middle of like videos. Sneeko has been talking about a lot about him. The red pill shit is really it's just shit that your dad tells you, like knowledge that you should know as a man. But these motherfuckers be going way too hard with this shit. I really don't like the red pill shit because to be honest, like I'm 30 years old. Like I don't need to learn that shit. Like I've already dealt with enough life to know that like if the things that I want, I know the things that I gotta do to get there. You know what I'm saying? The red pill shit, I feel could be helpful to teach younger men in their 20s, like in their teens, to like become more masculine, but people harp on about the toxic masculinity and shit like that. Like, to be honest, like let's be honest, like women respond more to men who are, more masculine and more about I'm putting their foot down. You know what I'm saying? Assertive men. And so they kind of go over the top with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with the sentiment that I don't think like women going on a girls trip, that shit is dangerous. There's literally a movie about women going on a girls trip and one of the stars of the movie is someone who has literally been cheating or in an open relationship with his husband, got into an entanglement. The whole movie is about being oversexed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like girls, there's mad clips of girls going on holiday and shit, going on vacation and messing with some dude knowing they got a whole man out. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit, to act like it doesn't happen is facetious. It's disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Like so let's acknowledge the fact a lot of women go on trips so they can get action. You know what I'm saying? Which is I think is stupid as fuck, because why would you go to a third world country to get fuck with somebody who you don't know, what a complete stranger who's not even providing the stuff that your man at home's providing. Like, you messing with a dude that you met on the beach, you probably don't even own a shirt. You don't know nothing about him because you think he looks good, you're gonna cheat on him because no one's gonna know. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same disgust and repulsion towards that I feel towards men who go to places like Chile and Dominican Republic to partake in sexual tourism. You're fucking gross, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking disgusting. And the fact that like you go to these places like in the Caribbean, sexual tourism is huge in the Caribbean because people from America, from the US go over there to mess with something exotic. It's disgusting. You're objectifying those people. You don't like to be objectified, don't objectify them. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, any girl who's willing, like if you a girl and you in a relationship, a committed relationship with a man, why do you need to go on a trip with your girl? Go on a trip with your man. Now these women be like, I can't even do girls trips because my girls is over. You know what will really quell the drama of going on a trip with 6 people? Go on a trip with one other person, the person you're in a relationship with. You know you're gonna enjoy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And if there is 6 other people there, let it be couples.
Let it be couple. Let it be your family. Go on a family trip.
Mm-hmm.
Like that girl was talking about. Oh, she had a baby and she was over there in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's like, go home and be with your baby. What are you doing? But let's look at this other clip here. We got this one right here. Oh, I gotta actually go to the TCTV. It's not supposed to be up here. Is it? What about? Let's look at this. This part. This is the whole interview, but there's this part here. So.
It's different. The only reason you believe differently is because of society. Society's come along and told you so.
Yeah, but society, we can change. Like, the world evolves, things change.
The world evolves. Yeah, that's right. Now men cut their dicks off and their chicks. You believe in this shit? You got the vaccine? You believe in any of this crap? It's all a lie.
I feel like life's about choices.
Life is about choices, correct. My point is this. If I had a woman, I would decide not to cheat because I decide. However, I would not see my infidelity as nearly anywhere near even 1% as disgusting as female infidelity, because female infidelity involves emotion.
His accent's all over the place. He lives in Ukraine now, but he's got the crazy ass Canadian accent. He sounds like Chris Jericho giving a promo in 1999. That shit is crazy.
You will not sleep with a man you don't like.
You will not sleep with a man
I don't like. It's a completely different thing. I can be head over heels in love with a woman, ready to die for her, ready to take a bullet for her, protect her, give her all the money in the world, make sure she has a beautiful family, a nice big house, all of it. And I'll still f that bitch. Watch me. A woman won't do that. So don't lie to me and pretend. No, you won't. Any woman who will sit here and say, I can f dudes and not care about them is fundamentally broken. Her soul is broken.
Okay, well, she's broken then, but she's still doing it.
Well, if she's broken, she ain't anywhere near me. I don't want no broken bitch near me.
I'm definitely sure women would cheat on you.
You think so? Well, those are the kind of women I will not associate with. Female
It's crazy. She's like, oh, I think he's literally saying no. Like, he has his standards, and the fact that he has his standards is literally like a problem to these women. Now, when I say they're high standards, yeah, they're a little bit unreasonable. But at least he has his standards. These women can want a 6-foot dude and look like Lizzo and stuff like that. Want a dude that's fit and all that stuff. So if she can have reasonable standards, why can't he? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're only gonna get to a point of rationale when both sides are rational. You know what I'm saying? Like, you both have to be that way. You can't be like, oh, but why can't you do that? No, we're not talking about me. We're talking about your bullshit. Why you always gotta deflect and talk about me? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Shouldn't even want to cheat. And the reason women can't cheat is because there's no way to ensure paternity if a female's cheating. Modern science in and of itself, just because you can now find out who the dad is, doesn't undo 5,000 years of human evolution in which a female had to be loyal to one man so we knew exactly who the father was. If a man has multiple partners, you know who the mother is, you know who the father is. If a woman has multiple partners, nobody knows who the dad is, nobody wants to look after the kid, and a woman with a child without a father or without a man around in the ancient world was toast.
He talks a lot of nothing.
I would never ever be with a girl who cheats on me, and I would never ever.
You can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes,
I can. No, you can't.
Of course I can.
No, you can't. Like, because the thing is with
you were saying that.
I was just about to say, I think it's gross that she has that short ass dress on.
Yeah,
and her legs is just open.
Like, this is just an assumption. I'm assuming, you have a nice
It's
life.
not wrong.
No,
It's
but
not
I'm saying
wrong.
you have a nice life, you live a good lifestyle. Women will just see you as an opportunity.
If I was a dumbass, yeah, correct.
Yeah, but this one said, but your attitude is what keeps a woman also. Like, do you think a high value woman is going to
Standout TV. This got 7 million views. This got 7 million views. It came out on my birthday. Can you consistently color correct your video? Because there's times where it's not saturated. There's times where it's the fucking regular, plain profile.
Yeah,
of the
when
camera.
they were talking by themselves, it was mad dull.
tolerate a man condescending?
But then this is also changing. There's times where this is dull and whatever.
Because we're not. A woman that knows her worth is not going to tolerate that.
As professionals, we discussed.
Like, who's doing your batch processing? Like, this part looks great, but there's going to be parts where it's not saturated. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that the world.
Like, you got 7 million views. We can get away with that because I do all the editing and literally it's us on a small channel. And even when I do notice things like that, I will go back and re-upload stuff and change it or whatever. But once it gets to a point of view, but like, come on now. This got 7 million views and the color correction is inconsistent. You got to do better.
History agrees with me.
Us as viewers got to ask better of these you know, these creators on the platform.
The Bible agrees with me. The Quran agrees with me. Every single book you can read from history says that females who are promiscuous should either be stoned to death or at least cast out from society. Female promiscuity is a brand new concept. It's brand new amongst society. The idea that women can sleep with a bunch of dudes and it doesn't matter is a brand new idea. 30, 40 years old, maybe.
These fucking accents killing me. Let's see, let's go here.
Men is much higher than the societal expectations of females. You won't reply to him.
Is warped because of a...
Before you say to them.
But yeah, so we'll still go back to tomorrow. Okay,
agreed.
Let's go back to work. But there are good women out there that don't put that pressure. I feel like your reality on women is warped because of a certain caliber of women. Yes, it is.
I agree. You're right. But you're missing a very vital point of that story. You're right. But as a high-value woman, before you say to that man, you can have a day off and you're allowed to be sad today, you will only even get with him. Let me change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a fuck about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even fucking talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men because I dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even fucking exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So if you just sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. But if a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality. As a man, it's player versus player. It's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. That's how it works. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important. Maybe as a chick, you can always put more foundation on and be hot again. Great. Not as a man. If you want to be important as a man, you have shit to do. You have duties. This is how it exists. This is how it's always.
All right, we're going to stop that for a bit. Because I feel like he has a point. He has somewhat of a point, but he sounds too much like Chris Jericho. I can't get over his fucking accent. I'm not like, and I feel like it's too much of a character. Like I do, like there are things he does say that he does make sense. Like, let's wait for me to come back. There you go. So there is one thing that he does make sense. That does make sense. That he says, to be important, you got to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I'm struggling with right now, being like a multi-talented artist. Like I do so much shit. Like I'm being pulled in so many different directions. The household is taken care of. You know, my duties as a husband and stuff like that, that's taken care of. But the things that I want to do, like I know there's so much work that I gotta do till I get there. And she could tell you, she sees it. She sees the work that I do. And some of the people who, fuck with us, they see the work we do. Now, in the same respects, he is right about like men being invisible. You know what I'm saying? I recently just did a show. Like I recently hosted an event, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and my birthday, and basically it was a week of Juneteenth and Father's Day this year were on the same day. My birthday was a week later, and then a couple days later I had a show. And within that 2 week span, I felt like no one really gave a fuck about me. Like it was my birthday, it was Father's Day, it was Juneteenth. I was expecting people to be like, yo, you a black father, you do your thing, happy birthday. I didn't get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Did I feel fucked up for a while? Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't sit there and wallow and fucking feel sorry for myself. I was like, I got shit to do. I got to get up and do it. You know what I'm saying? So I went and I did the shit that I got to do. Even though I felt fucked up, I still had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the duty of a man. You know? And yeah, there are times where like you know, I deal with depression and shit like that and whatnot. But I've always been like somebody who's able to like perform and contribute. You know what I'm saying? I've never been like, you know, just a non-functioning part of society because of my depression. Maybe there's a day where I'm like, I don't fucking feel this, so I'm gonna take it a little easy this day. But I'm never gonna stop doing what I'm supposed to do. So like,
hey, art chemist.
Hey, what's up? We were talking about some stuff. We reacted to some stuff. We were talking about Andrew Tate. What do you feel about his character?
That was the guy we just
Yeah.
watched. I mean, that's like the first time I really watched him.
Yeah, you probably got to see some more like craziness with him going off and shit like that. But to be honest,
I
like,
can't really gauge.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really have.
He seemed rational through whatever, but there are times where he gets a little over the top. You know what I'm saying? But there's that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is kind of a serious matter. We're actually going to talk about something that happened here in New York. It's going to get a little serious. So, here we go. You know, everybody knows we're both from the Bronx, right? Mm-hmm. And KRYSTLE is from a neighborhood called Cortland. There's a block in the Bronx, in the South Bronx, called Cortland Ave. There's a bunch of projects on Cortland. Patterson is on Cortland. Mount Haven is on Cortland, right? No, it's Melrose Houses. Melrose, Jackson. Vietnam is part.
on Cortland.
It's not on Cortland. It's close to Cortland.
It's like a block away. But
there's a block off Cortland on Park. So there's Vietnam. That's the what did you call that? That's not Concourse Village. That's some other shit. Concourse Village is the buildings with the
buildings behind. But
yeah. I forgot the name. Morrisania houses.
I think so.
Right?
But everybody calls it Vietnam.
Everybody calls it Vietnam.
We literally forgot like what it's actually called because everybody calls it Vietnam.
Yeah,
We call it Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like
so we used to live in Melrose Houses. Jackson is right across the street. You got Patterson and you got Mitchell Houses on 135th. And then there's another projects on Cortland. I don't know the name.
Patterson is towards
Morris. Patterson on 149th Street, on 148. Yeah, that's Patterson.
Yeah, but that's like further
Yeah,
off.
but that's still Cortland. A lot of those dudes from Patterson.
I think we were talking about like my actual block.
Yeah, nah. But Patterson and all them dudes, they be messing with each other, like the whole jump. So we're gonna look at this video. It is about something that happened in the Bronx when we were younger, we were like in our 20s. And it's something that is brought up through drill, like rappers. Drill rappers talk
Is that
about this shit.
Patterson, Melbourne? Go back to the thing so we can actually see the chat.
Okay. Yeah. So we're talking about so there's this dude who makes like hip hop video essays. His name is Trapalore Ross. He's from the UK, and one of the things he's been talking about has been like the violence that's been happening in New York. So we're gonna talk
Especially
about
in the
something.
Bronx specifically.
We're gonna talk about something that we remember when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We lived on the block when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We used to live on Cortland. We used to be residents of Melrose Houses. We don't live there anymore, but we do have family who does live there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when we go to Yankee games, we go visit her mom who still lives over there. I'm not gonna say where, because I don't want y'all pulling up on my family, because if you pull up on my family, you're gonna see how they really get down. But I digress. We're gonna watch this video, and we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna go through the whole thing, and we're gonna. Have you watched this video with me?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. He's probably spoken about it multiple times, right?
I don't know. We're gonna watch this video. So we're gonna go to the TC. We're gonna go to the media view, and we're gonna check out this video by Trapalore Ross. It's called "The 16-Year-Old Death Sparked Bronx's Deadly Gang War." It's the YG.
This is because he's done multiple. Because this isn't the first time he's spoken about it.
No, it's not.
Now, the complete history of gangs in the Bronx is long and complex.
He said, I'm pulling up to breakdance.
For the sake of simplicity, in this story, we will simply focus on a handful of relevant street crews that have made a significant impact in the recent Bronx drill music scene. However, the formation of these crews predates the Bronx drill scene by many years. Many of the names of gangs that you're going to hear referenced in Bronx drill music weren't even around a decade or so ago, as they evolved and splintered off from other crews as the result of internal and external conflicts between their members.
All right, so I'm gonna say something right now. This right here, this is, oh wow, this is 153.
155.
153.
155.
155.
It says it right there. East 155th Street.
Oh, I always said 153, but it's 155. That store, we used to go to that store.
We go to that store. We used to go to that store all the time.
Like, we used to go to that.
Still go there when I visit my mom.
Yeah. But one of the things that has been happening when people talk about this, like a lot of people from the Bronx are like, I don't like how, you know, like hip hop platforms are like glamorizing this shit, because like we actually got to live with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We were on this block the other day. On Saturday, we was on this block that you see. Because we went to the Yankee game. This is right by Yankee Stadium. It's a whole different world. Like I really think, like, I see the stadium as a completely different world from the rest of the neighborhood. Because Walton and all that other shit, Gerard,
it's on the other side.
Once you cross River, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And River's is the block that's right on under the train station. You know what I'm saying?
Right under the 4 train.
Yeah.
One early crew hailing from the Cortland Ave area was known as YGFC, or the Young Gunners from Cortland. This crew was a subset of a much larger gang called the YGs, or Young Gunners. The YGs apparently started around 2003 and was primarily based in 2 project buildings, the Mott Haven houses and the Patterson houses.
So, those are not buildings. Those are complete projects. Everybody knows that there's like 4 or 5 buildings in each development. You know what I'm saying? These are not small buildings. These shits is 14, 15 stories, 20 stories tall. You know what I'm saying?
And there's usually more than 4 or 5 buildings.
Yeah,
it's like 6, 7, 8
yeah.
buildings.
You know why they call it a project? Because they're working on you.
With another set later popping up in the Bronx's River Park Towers, or RPT projects, around.
So I'm not really sure. Like, I know about RPT. You know what I'm saying? But from, like, I remember when I was working in the schools, because remember I was working in the schools from like 2012 to 2020. I was 8 years and I was working in the DOE, and I was working in high schools. People who don't even be around this area was repping this gang OD hard. Like, if you go, like, I be joking about it. Like, there's times when I'm like, oh, now I'm Big 1090. You know what I'm saying? That's them. That's RPT. It's like, oh, you 1090? Oh, you Big 1090? Or whatever. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, yo, bro, you're fucking 14 years old. You got a bird chest. I'm about to Omni-Man your shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Right? Like, it's like, nigga, you ain't a fucking banger. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Around 2010, and the leader of the YGs back in the day was a man named Jew Hef, real name Jutha Perez, an occasional rapper as well as a respected street figure. Sadly,
you ever heard somebody go, I'm on my Jew Hef, I'm on my Jew Hef? You heard that before?
I don't think so.
That's what they're talking about. The YGs, like, I'm a YG, I'm on my Jew Hef.
However, Jew Hef was not able to keep his troops in the street united for long. Apparently, in the midst of a disagreement between high-ranking members, including a man named Melly Mel Baller, would see several members branching off and making their own crew. This would eventually see the Young Gunners from Cortland, or YGFC, breaking off from the YGs altogether and dropping the Y from their name, becoming the GFC, or God's Favorite Children. At a certain point, they became OGFC, or the Original Goons from Cortland, before eventually simplifying and settling on OGs, or Original Goons. So the OGs, with their beginnings in the Young Gunners from Cortland, naturally hail from Cortland Ave. This area.
He spelled Cortland wrong.
Yeah, it's with a T.
It's with a T at the end,
Yeah, that's Van Cortland.
Yeah.
So it's a completely different Cortland.
Area has a reputation as being one of the most dangerous hoods in the Bronx, with 3 main housing projects generally affiliated with the OGs: Melrose Houses, Jackson Houses, and Morrisania, aka Vietnam. These.
Yep. See. So she from Melrose. Like, we really from Melrose houses. Like, I lived over there with them for how long? Like 6 years.
More than that.
7, 8.
Like,
damn near 10?
Yeah, basically.
So one of the things that I realized, remember, there was a big ass raid on your block in like 06, right? When we first got together. It was like I think it was like when we were still very early, because we've been together since 2006. It's 2022.
Early 2006.
Yeah,
Like
so
January
we got together like right after the new year in 2006. So we've been together that long, for the better part of that length. I remember there was a big ass raid that happened in the block. They shut everything down for mad long. Mad niggas went to jail. Mad niggas got killed. Whatever. And so it was like a vacuum, a power vacuum. And all the young dudes came and they started just taking over, because there was no OGs no more. There was no old guys no more. They were all in jail or they were dead. You know what I'm saying? And this is right at the beginning of this is the Biggie era. And when I say Biggie, I'm not saying Biggie the rapper. I'm talking about the merm coats. They used to call them Biggies because you look mad fat wearing big ass coats.
These were three notorious blocks known to the authorities for their gang activity,
Yeah,
with all three buildings actually being targeted in a 2009 federal indictment named...
Yeah. He said, y'all been together mad years.
We've been together longer than some of these dudes that he talk about been alive.
Yep.
Operation Rotten Apple, which
so
took 37 drugs.
It was 2009. It was 2009. And a lot of people died behind that. A lot of people died behind that. People were getting shot on the block like crazy.
Pushers off the streets from these very buildings,
that, right?
charging a total of 53 gang members after a year-long undercover operation. Melly Mel Baller, the OG...
That's basically the start of the block getting crazy.
Yeah.
Because remember, our oldest was born in 2010.
Yeah.
And I was scared to take him outside when he was like 2 years old, 3 years old, because of how crazy the block was.
Yeah, because it had gotten crazy.
Yeah.
Over the years when he was born.
YG's pioneer, who I mentioned before, formerly of the YGs, would get himself convicted in a big case too. A case which was apparently made much easier by a great deal of self-snitching on his own personal Facebook profile. This was a landmark case where apparently a judge ruled that it's legal for a snitch to use evidence that was gained from snooping on friends-only Facebook posts. Apparently Melly Mel Baller had written posts on Facebook marked for friends only, where he would suggest that he buys drugs in quantities as large as 600 grams, and claiming to have had over 100 people killed. Melly Mel would ultimately be convicted, receiving a sentence of life plus 420 months. And sadly for the OGs, while their affiliates were fighting for their lives in court, younger members were fighting for their lives in the streets. On April the 16th, 2012, a large group of YGs...
So April 16th, 2012. Now, we're gonna listen to this story. I want y'all to pay attention. We was living on the block.
That's literally what I was just saying. 2012, our eldest was about to be 2 years old, and
you didn't want to take him
outside. I didn't want to take him outside.
Members were out drinking, and at a certain point a debate breaks out over who puts in the most work for the gang. No one could agree who was the toughest, so at a certain point they decided to settle the argument, head into a rival territory and go and find some ops, with the YGs walking to the OG's territory in the Melrose houses. And when they got there, they spotted a 16-year-old OG's member by the name of Noah Baller, real name Moises Laura. The YGs...
Alright, so I'm going to tell you something about Noah. Noah was tiny. Noah was tiny. We have a 12-year-old son who is bigger now than when Noah was murdered.
Noah was 16, 15 to 16
Noah was 16 years old when that happened. Now, Noah used to be out here. Like, I'm gonna show y'all. Like, let me show y'all. Here is my comment on this video. It says, I used to live on Cortland Ave in the Melrose houses when Noah was killed. He was young and misguided and didn't deserve what happened to him, but he was living that life, and unfortunately it caught up to him. I don't know why people be glamorizing his murder and all the senseless violence that happens to X. Those 20 gang members that you're gonna hear about, they don't get points for jumping a 90-pound kid either. All right, so we're gonna tell you what happened here.
Proceeded to physically attack Noah in a brutal fashion. Around 20 grown men stomping out one 16-year-old boy. Sadly, he didn't stand a chance and was ultimately stomped to death outside of his own building and left to die in a pool of his own blood. Noah's name...
the building right on Morris with the flagpole.
name has been remembered in the streets of the Bronx for both good and bad reasons, with OGs on his side continuing to tribute him in songs and
like right here, they be violating his grave because these dudes keep coming there. Like, I know some of the people who visit him. You know what I'm saying? Like people from our building, from the old building. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with some of them. I may be cool with some people who don't like him. You know what I'm saying? But because I don't get involved in that. That's none of my business. I'm not a banger. But imagine that day if I was outside, if I went to go get cigarettes or some shit, and they would have saw me on the block. That could have been me. That could have been me. Could have easily been me. Even though I'm not an op. They would have saw me. They would have saw me as a threat because I'm 6 foot tall. You could whoop their ass. And so they would have jumped me. They would have killed me because, and I would have been like, bro, I ain't even on that time. Like they would have asked, yo, bro, OG, YG, and I'd be like, bro, I'm not even on that type of time, bro. I'm a family man.
Yeah.
I got a baby, bro.
Yeah, he was mad young.
Mad young.
regularly visiting his graveside, while the opposition on the YG side would regularly diss him, saying that they smoke him, with the biggest drill rapper from the YGs currently, D-Thang, even going as far as to post a picture of a blood-stained pair of Air Force One on Instagram, telling his followers that these shoes are the Noah's. Anywho,
which is crazy because he posted that shit recently, like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago. You wasn't even alive, or you wasn't even putting in work when that happened. How you bragging about that shit, bro? That shit is cornball shit to me, yo.
Only a year after Noah's death, Jew Hef, the early pioneer of the YGs, would meet a tragic end too. In 2013, Jew Hef was killed by a man called Melvin Davis after a fight in the Tropicana nightclub. After a mass brawl between the YGs and another street crew called Young Flybridge from Highbridge would end with Jew Hef being beaten in the head with a hookah pipe. This
Where is the Tropicana?
That sounds familiar. He's trying to figure out where the Tropicana is exactly.
It seems like they closed the shit. Oh, wait. No, it's in the Bronx. I don't be clubbing in the fucking Bronx. I mean, I do at Casa. That's Casa. You know what I'm saying?
left him in a coma, and he would sadly lose his life only a week later. The gang from Highbridge, while not officially a part of the OGs, were known to affiliate with some of their members, with some believing that the killing of Jew Hef did have some connection over what had happened to Noah previously. Despite not being responsible for the killing directly, the YG's main rivals, the OGs, would take this opportunity to clown their rivals for losing their leader. The story goes that OG's members even went so far as to urinate on the mural for Jew Hef, a massive sign of disrespect. Anywho, with Jew Hef out of the picture, the YGs would continue.
I don't think Jew Hef got some mural. I think he's talking about memorial, like the candlelit visuals that they be putting out on the block. I think people be violating those shits now. And I feel like that shit is mad tactless, bro. Like, the person's dead already. Like, let the people who love him grieve and then go find new ops, bro.
Forward. But naturally, the authorities would be keeping a close eye on them. This would eventually lead to two crews, the YGs and the 18th Park Gang, being targeted in a 2015 criminal indictment that would hit 48 Bronx-based gang members. This case would take 22 members of the YGs off the streets, apparently detailing 30 non-fatal shootings, as well as 3 homicides, including the killing of Noah. A senior YGs member named William Bracey, aka Rel, would get 33...
Which is crazy, because his name is one of the people who got locked up for killing Noah. His name is Rel, but Noah got a boy with the same fucking name. So when I heard that shit, I'm like, what? Like, But I know it's not him because that row is not in jail.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
3 years for his role in that murder, with another YG's member, Ant Flocker, real name Anthony Reddick, also pleading guilty to taking part in the murder of Noah. Because of their violent behavior in...
I don't like how a lot of these niggas have the same fucking name. Like, mad niggas have they all call themselves something Baller, or something Flocker. Like, I know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, bro, get it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, people could be like, oh, but your name is ZALES 1, you have a 1, no, you have a, that's because it came from me graffiti right now. Like, that's literally where it came from. You know what I'm saying? I don't call myself ZALES Baller, ZALES, Flocker. ZALES 1, like a graffiti right now.
The street, the YGs had attracted a lot of attention from the authorities, and that would continue as the years went on. Another 2016 indictment targeted members of the YGs, charging around 120 people. At the time, this was the largest gang takedown in New York history, and the indictment would accuse the gang of being involved in at least 8 murders, including a 92-year-old innocent bystander killed in her own home by a stray bullet. And according to this indictment, over the course of this entire feud, an alleged 1,800 shots had been fired.
So quick to pick up a gun. 65. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Frankly, the YGs, the OGs, and other street gangs had the Bronx looking like a literal war zone throughout the 2000s and 2010s. But while the older members were getting put behind bars or losing their lives, a new generation of young gangbangers desperate for the limelight would soon emerge. Hardened by the bloodshed witnessed at the hands of their elders, and inspired by the drill music blowing up over in the city of Chicago. And the YGs and OGs affiliated rappers that would emerge in the 2020s would bring an incredible amount of creativity to the streets of the Bronx, with these young Bronx drill rappers creating viral anthems amid a backdrop of shootings and violence in the borough they grew up in.
Alright. I don't think they're creative. You're just saying that shit because you like the music they make. I appreciate the fact that he shows love to people from the Bronx, but I'm not digging the shit that he's talking about. So I want to tell y'all a story that has to do with Noah before he died.
It's literally right before.
This is right before he died. And I'm sorry if anybody takes offense to anything I'm going to say on here. I grew a lot from when this shit happened. I was in my early 20s when this shit happened. And I was speaking I was speaking from a place of anger, but I'm going to explain what happened. So in 2012, this had to be like April something, like probably when did they do the joints?
What?
The RDAC events.
That was always on Fridays.
It was always like what, the first Friday or last Friday?
I don't remember. It was one of the two.
So either right at the end of March or right at the beginning of April, there was a show at RDAC. If y'all know, I've spoken about RDAC before on this podcast. RDAC was a venue, right? The Rebel Diaz Arts Collective that was facilitated by Rebel Diaz, a group, an activist hip hop group from Chicago. Now,
and this is when y'all won. So we were high. We was just like all high, like in high energy and shit like that. I think this is when y'all won.
Give me a second. Let me check. I need to see.
You like, get the fuck out of here. Because we was mad hype. We was hype coming back. It was a large group of us. We're not watching anything else, right?
Nah.
Okay.
So it was the first Friday of the month.
Okay. So it was like 2 weeks.
April. What's that date?
February 20th.
Of what?
2014.
Gotta keep on back.
That's 13. 13. 13. So 13s. Go down. Now you're in the 12s, but this is December, so you gotta go back. That's November. Patty. This is 2011 now.
It's like they didn't even tweet for a minute. It just jumps from fucking November
of 2011 to October of 2012.
Word? Oh wow.
So it's like a whole year that they didn't post.
Damn, that's crazy. Alright, I was trying to find that, but wow. So let me see. Let me look at the calendar and see. April 2012 calendar. So that had that had to be like the 6th. He died the 16th. So that was 10 days before he died. Probably. Let me look. So that was April 6th? April 6th, 2012.
He's just trying to figure out something right now. Because I mentioned something that he was like, oh wait, get the fuck out of here. So I mentioned, I said, I think that was the day they won. So they did a, Ardak did like a award kind of like show one year. And ZALES was part of a rap group called the Apollonians, which he's mentioned previously on the channel. And at Ardak, they actually won an award for, what was it, for best group or something like that?
Yeah, best group
for
awards.
Best group. Get the mic. Get the.
I can't. This shit's broken.
Oh yeah, yeah. We gotta try to figure something out with that. But it's a little mic on a plaque kind of thing, and it's it says what it's for on it. But it doesn't say the date, so that's what he's trying to figure out right now.
We started tweeting in 2012.
After the situation.
Let's see here. I can't find it.
He said he's going. He asked if you got the amp.
Oh no, I have not. I have to do that. I've just been busy trying to get a job right now and do a couple other things. So I've been kind of like I've been all over the place. But I do plan to get the amp soon. I don't know.
Let's get back to the story because we can't even figure it
Yeah.
out.
So I'm trying to figure out the day of the RDAC thing, but we have won an award. It's actually sitting like in my studio, like it's right over there, like I'm literally pointing at it.
Yeah,
right.
Looking right at it right now.
So we won best group, and basically we were like just high off the victory. We had the whole crew go back to Portland when I was living over there.
Yeah.
And we had
it was like 15, 20 of us at most.
Alright, so there was 15, 20 of us who had just left the show. We all go back to her crib. We got mad people with us. I'm talking about people who I haven't even, like, I don't even talk to like that now. Madge was with us. You know, Mr. Madge, who's Libra Gang, ENT, who does videos for people. And he was with us that day. Frankie was with us. Our boy Coast Lord, not Coastlaw, Coast Lord. Right? I need a part-time, to be honest. I'm looking for a part-time job because I'm trying to do the art stuff. That's my passion. That's what's making me bread. I'm trying to build that business up, and so I'm trying to do part-time so I could, have time. Like I want to pay the bills, but I also want the time to like go after my creative endeavors. But I digress. It was like 15 of us. We were rolling deep in Portland, so that in itself was a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Because even then, after that, I wasn't rolling with 15 people.
But it's also a thing that's not the first time we've done that.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
It's not the first time we've done that. Like we rolled on that
Roll
block mad deep plenty of times before this situation.
So since we was rolling deep and we was walking to her building, we was coming out the store. That store.
That same store that y'all saw, that was like we going there all the time. We was just coming out that store.
In that store, we was getting cigarettes, we was getting beers, we were getting roll up to smoke because at that point we were smoking blunts. You know what I'm saying? We got all our party favors, right? We're getting ready. We about to go. We about to hit her building. We about to literally go to her mom's apartment where she still live at now, so we could party and chill. You know what I'm saying? So we're walking and we hear like whatever behind us. So since we chilling,
this is after we done crossed the street to get to the building.
Yeah, so we cross the street, we hear like oh, big YG and all this fucking gang talk, right? So I look back and I'm like, who the fuck is that? It's fucking Noah, right? So we're walking, we continue to walk because we're ignoring them. We're like, fuck these niggas. These niggas ain't gonna do shit to us.
Yeah, because we was literally just right.
We were right
in their
vicinity. We was in the store where everybody was at and nobody said nothing until we crossed the street on some pussy shit. Let's be real. Right? So I started to get pissed off. I was getting aggravated because I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna let these little bitch ass niggas fucking disrespect me on this block. It's because there's been times where somebody has said something nasty to her and I had to confront them. You know what I'm saying? There was a time I was on that same block.
And I was pregnant too.
On that same block, on the opposite corner, on 154, right? I dead ass almost got into it with a group of 4 niggas for disrespecting her. Because this nigga said something nasty about her because he was using her grandma's nickname for her, which I'm not gonna repeat. Right? He was saying something nasty to her, and so I went to go look for him. And then this nigga was talking mad shit in the store, and then me and my mans, right, was outside, and I was like, yo, these niggas is mad pussy, right, da-da-da. When they came out the store, they ain't say nothing, they ain't got nothing to say to them. Like, he was talking shit in the store, I was like, yo, come outside, bro. You ain't want to come outside, but you was in the store with 4 niggas, right? The thing, I hate her fucking old block. I hate her old block. The niggas over there is mad pussy, bro. OD pussy. Like, on some real shit, I know Cortland niggas swear they fucking hard, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? These niggas won't ever go to work to feed their family, right? These niggas will never fight a police officer or fight a nigga who disrespects they fucking, like, their moms or their fucking baby. But they'll fight a nigga over another grown-ass nigga. They will fight, they will get into fights because, who put in the most work? I put in the most work. You ain't the toughest in this. And then they went to jump this man. All right, but whatever. I hear somebody talking, you were going Noah, so we do something. I turn around, guess what I see? It's Noah, right? This kid is like 4'11", bro. He's like 5 feet. He's smaller than 5 feet tall. So I was like, yo, bro, I'm about to really give it to this nigga, bro, because I am huge. I am huge. I'm 6 feet tall. I am 290 pounds right now. I'm nearly 300 pounds. Why is this little fucking twerp talking to me any type of way? And we got a whole bunch of grown men with us who's ready, right? So they're like, yo, Zales, chill. Like, that nigga, he pussy ain't gonna do nothing. We having a good time. Like, fuck that. We gonna go upstairs.
Just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. right? So I'm literally like, yo, I am pissed off at this point, right? We go upstairs, right? I'm still ranting and raving. I say to everybody in the fucking room, yo, that little nigga, someone one day is going to beat him to death. I said it.
He did.
To everybody. I was like, yo, I hate that little nigga. He always be on some bullshit, always looking for trouble. One day somebody gonna give it to him and they gonna beat him to death. 10 days later, what I said came into existence. And they beat that kid to death. When the news hit the block of what happened, I deadass felt guilty for mad long. Because out of anger, I said, yo, somebody gonna beat him to death one day. And it's almost like I spoke it into existence. And that shit fucked with me for so long. Because I said it from a place of anger. Yes, there was part of me was like, nah, one day, because he kept fucking with people, bro. You have to understand.
I remember him being a child, 8 years old, looking like he's 5, talking to grown men crazy outside. Like, I remember that being, you know, a teen myself.
And there's a reason why we felt so strongly, like, against this whole shit, because her uncle is the same fucking way. And this man is 50-something years old now, right? Something like that. 40-something, right? Almost 50. Right?
I think he's in his 40s.
This man literally been running the streets since he was a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing.
Younger than Noah.
Yeah.
My uncle was out there like 5 years old.
Doing drugs, doing all types of shit, messing with, getting into robberies, and this shit is crazy.
At 5?
Look, when I was 14, 15 years old, I was running the streets too because my parents took away like support from me because my sister had a baby. Now, I had to do that shit because like there's certain things I wanted, and I was like, yo, I have to do what I gotta do to get what I want. My parents ain't giving me what I want. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But I never took no fucking joy in doing this shit that I did. I did bad shit because I had to, not because I wanted to. These little motherfuckers, these niggas that be running the streets, they do bad shit because they want to. They like that shit. That shit is cool to them. It's tough to them to be this shit. I was working in the schools hearing niggas talking about I'm big 1090. You ain't never put a day of work. Go read a fucking book. You big 1090, but you get invested by a book. They popcorn reading, whooping your motherfucking ass right now. You can't do no goddamn math. You supposed to be a drug dealer. I would tell niggas, yo, if you I had to break shit down like, yo, you got this much money. It costs this much to re-up, how much profit you make. They couldn't even tell me. And I'm like, yo, bro, but you're supposed to be a drug dealer. You're supposed to be big time. You can't even do math. You don't even know percents, bro. But yeah, you talking all this shit. Like that don't, no, shut up, bro. People know it's money. I don't need to know math. You need to know how to count, bro. When you make money, guess what? You about your money. Any dollar that comes out of my fucking money, I got to know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. And then it's crazy because these dudes who dead ass be on with stacks of money. You know what I'm saying? Talking there, oh, money talk, the money calling, and all that shit. Dumb shit. People from, on some real shit, no lie. Trap Lord Ross did another video about Cortland. He talked about how a group of 6 to 8 motherfuckers got hit with motherfucking racketeering charges for a total of $1,800. Bro, 6 niggas had $1,800 and got hit with a racketeering charge. You got literally a pair, not even a pair of fucking retro Jordans for each of y'all, and y'all all going to jail on a fucking RICO statute. You gotta be a fucking moron to fucking go to prison for $300 in your pocket, bro. That's literally a couple days of work. People work. There's people who make more than that in a day, in a week, and y'all out here bugging up, shooting niggas for $300. That shit is crazy, bro. And then I felt so fucked up about this shit, and I was just like, yo, in my heart of hearts, I don't feel that he deserved that. if he got his ass whooped, and they put him in a hospital and he got like a leg broken, and then he was like, yo, I'm gonna fix my life. These niggas beat me the fuck up. There's no way I could like survive. On some real shit, like that's why I say they ain't no real OGs no more. They ain't no real OGs no more, because a real OG would have told you, yo, listen, look how small you are. A dude my size is going to rip you limb from limb. Either we gonna stretch you out here, or you're going to go to jail, and they're gonna stretch you in another way. They're gonna tell you, yo, mix this Kool-Aid with the Vaseline, put it on your lips, and put on these high heels, right? Even big niggas get that work in prison. What do you think a little dude with a bird chest was gonna do? He would have to get his weight up, and before he got get his weight up, he's gonna take a couple L's. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody need to learn a lesson that hard.
Serious,
You know what they say, right? Hard heads make for soft asses. Like on some real shit. The fact that nobody went to this little dude, he was little, he was tiny. I'm talking about tiny. I ain't saying he was little like, oh, he a little kid, like he was young. No, I'm talking about like at 16 years old. At 16 years old, he was puny. He was a twerp. You know what I'm saying? He when he died, he weighed 90 pounds. He was 16 years old and he was 90 pounds when he died. My 12-year-old son got...
What, that's what it says?
Yes, he was 90 pounds when he died. My son, 12 years old, hold more weight than that. Why nobody told him to stop? Why nobody... That's how you know the streets don't love you. Nobody told him to chill, bro. You small, bro. They're gonna get to you one day. They're gonna get you a small fish in a big pond. One day, a bigger fish gonna come and they're gonna take a bite out your ass. Why nobody told him? That's how you know he was misguided. He did not deserve that. He ain't deserve that.
Hey, Dev.
How you doing, Dev? You talking about kind of serious? Oh yes, you did catch a lot. We talking about something serious right now. We just watched the video from Trap Lord Ross talking about a 16-year-old who was killed on the block that we used to live in the Bronx. His name was Moses Lara. He used to go by Noah. I'm cool with a couple of people who's cool with him. If they ever see this stream, I don't know how they probably gonna, it's probably gonna cause problems. Like I said beforehand, I prefaced this whole thing with like, yo, if you take offense to the shit that I say, I'm sorry. I was young, I was dumb, I was speaking from a place of anger, and the shit that I said did fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But I was speaking from a place of truth. It shit happened there. Do I feel like I spoke it into existence? Yes, I did. Yes, I did feel like that. But at the same time, I can't feel guilty for him putting himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? Hello. Yeah, Dad, those people ain't messing with you on Twitter no more, right? After I said that he looked like he got a chin like Alfredo Linguini from Ratatouille. Because they were ODing. They were talking about her looks and all that shit. But it's corny, because these dudes who don't show their faces will talk about somebody's looks, but then they'll turn around and they'll say, oh, you look like a Drake wannabe. I've been told that recently. I look like a Drake wannabe. And I told this dude, that's why your girl got me saved the certified lover boy on her phone. I be wildin'. Like, I'm from the Bronx. Like, you can't get... You've opened the floodgate. You open the door to disrespect. You open the window to disrespect. I'm gonna open the floodgates. I've said it before. You know, but the shit that happened with Noah, the shit changed the block a lot. Some for the better, some for the worse. After he died, I feel like his boy that was from his block, because I got cool with his boy after he passed, because he recognized.
Was after or was it before?
It was after. It was after he passed. It was literally when we were broken up and we were going through our shit. Like, that's when I would come and pick up the kids. He would see me and he'd be like, "Oh, what's up?" And I'll see him with the kids or whatever. I'd be like, I always say, "Oh, it's good to see you," or whatever. Like whatever. And he'd be like, "Yo, it's good to see you." Like, it's good to be seen or whatever. Like, I would just start to treat him like a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And even then, there was times where like he almost got into with Rudy, and I had to step in and like mediate the shit. And after he saw like, oh, nah, like he a real dude, like he a grown man. Like I guess he grew to have some respect for me, and I felt mutually about him because I saw that he was trying to do his thing. Like, he ain't trying to be in the streets like that. He's trying to do the music thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But like there was a point in his life where he was wilding out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like him or his friends. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand like that's the culture in that neighborhood. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. You know, and that's why I go so hard doing the things I do for my family. Like I make sure that I am a role model and I raise my kids correctly. There's a lot of things I'm not proud of about myself. I'm really hypercritical of myself, which like that's why y'all don't get a lot of content because I be too hard on myself sometimes. But like it's always so I could be better. And like I knew I didn't want my kids going through the shit that I went through. So I did the right thing that I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I went and I got a job. You know what I'm saying? And from there I was working and I got to the point where I was making decent money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now it's not that way. You know what I'm saying? The money slowed up because I'm relying on freelancing. But I grew from being like the knucklehead kid that I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a family now. I got a woman and kids who rely on me. I can't be out there trying to be the toughest nigga. Fuck them niggas out there. You fuck them, bro. On some real shit, them niggas outside don't care about you. They don't love you, bro. If you get popped, right? Who gonna slide for you? Nobody. But your mother will be there suffering because she ain't with you no more. Your kids will suffer because they don't have their father. And like the woman that loves you will have you ripped away from her. You know what I'm saying? There's things out here that that's why I feel like the shit, like the shit that I be going so, like the attack on masculinity, I feel like it's a very real thing. Because if there wasn't an attack on masculinity, motherfuckers in the hood wouldn't be acting the way they do. You know, we grow up in communities that don't got no fathers around, that got no men around. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that like he had to get his life together. He was 16 years old. When I was 16, I was just as dumb. I'm not gonna front. When I was 16, I was just as fucking dumb, if not more dumb. And I was given the chance to turn my life around. That's what he deserved. He deserved a chance. He never got it. He got his life taken away from him at 16 years old. He was a baby. And yeah, I felt strongly about him when I was young. When I was, how old was I?
2012? 2012?
I was 22. I was 22.
No, I
24.
was 22. Yeah.
I was 24 years old.
I was gonna be 22.
You know what I'm saying? I was 24 years old. I was still very in my emotions about a lot of shit. Like the fact that he was able to get me so angry shows that I was still in a place like I was still, people could still play with my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Now it takes threatening my whole family. I'm still that way. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be way more drastic with your actions. If you talking something, fuck you, shut up. Right? What's up? You wanna fight? Yeah, what's up? Pull up. That's all I'm gonna do. Right? You know what I'm saying? But other shit, like when you threaten my family, you gonna do something about girl, I bet. I got all the smoke for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I don't want, like, I've grown to a point where I understand I could really hurt someone. I could easily hurt someone because of my stature and because of the things I've been through. I've been a fighter since I was a kid. I don't want to fight no more. I don't. Being tough, being the toughest nigga on the block don't mean shit. Because somebody could come and pop you. The cops come to lock you up. Like, alright, so, you know Styles P, right? Styles P first album, A Gangsta and a Gentleman, dropped 20 years ago. It's been 20 years since that shit dropped, right? And he talks about it like, yo, what's gangsta? Gangsta's being, holding it down, but also being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? How you a gangster and a gentleman? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, bro, like, listen, when shit happen, when shit gets staticky, I'm still gonna be there. I'm still be able to hold it down. But at the same time, like, I respect my elders. You know what I'm saying? Like now weed is legal, so like I just be out and about with this shit. Like it's just like, but you know, like I'm not out here breaking up all the time and rolling up in front of my moms or some shit. Like it's situational. You know what I'm saying? I know things. There's times when things are appropriate. There's times when things are not. You know, like And we gotta understand that shit. We gotta learn that shit in the hood. Like, you see that they try to teach us this stuff through like the school system, the education system, but ain't nobody listening to them people. You know? And I don't like the fact that like being smart ain't cool in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, bro. Be about your bag, bro. Be about your bag. Go get your money, bro. Go do things that's gonna get you out of the hood. There's bigger things than this block. The world is bigger than your block, bro. I can't stress that enough. Like, I love my city. I love my city. It's my home. It's my heart. But I wouldn't appreciate it the way I do if I didn't go anywhere else and see what it's like other places. You know what I'm saying? I've been to New Orleans after Katrina. I've been to Philly. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've seen these places and I see how things are different than New York. But I also see how things are the same. The hoods are the same everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But there's a ton of people who live in the hood who don't want to be in that situation. It's not them who's creating it. It's the criminals, it's the gangbangers, it's the drug pushers. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even the ones that blow about their shit. It's the ones that find pride in the criminality of the neighborhood. If you sell drugs, you gotta survive. Do what you gotta do. I ain't not gonna hustle. But once you out here buying Beamers on your drug money, you're a cornball, bro. I don't fucking respect you. Your kids don't got food in the fridge. Like, we really gotta stop this shit where motherfuckers got all this shit on. You got Michael Jordan. You got Jordan shit on, right? And you ain't never even been to a basketball game. Go to a basketball game. Go to a baseball game. Go do things other than your life to sit on a block. You're gonna see that the world is much bigger than your block. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people from my block. I live in West Farm. It's known. I've been doxxed and shit. It's real out here. It's real out here. The thing is though, on my block, it's peaceful. You know why? Because they improved the neighborhood. And now people gonna be like, oh, everybody in this block is soft. Yo, listen. Stupid men who make bad decisions, right? Make hard times, and hard times make hard people. You know, people who do things that they're supposed to do, they create good times. Good times create soft people. There was a point in time where this block wasn't as crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I feel like, like in the 2012 times, like this block wasn't as crazy as her block. You know what I'm saying? But shit has definitely changed. Like, the criminality, like, you go one block over, if you go over to Lambert kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Lambert's getting cleaned up now because they're fixing the buildings and shit like that. But I never understood, yo, how can you live in a fucking building that got 2 floors in your fucking, like, apartment? You got a 2-floor apartment. That's a house, bro. You got a duplex. You know what I'm saying? You got a condo, and you don't know how to act right. You up the block from the zoo. Like, I understand, like, people don't really got money like that over here on this block. That's the other thing, too. Why do we think that having money means buying the most expensive shit? People in the hood will literally make fun of you for buying things that are, like, at your income level. Oh, you ain't got Jordans? Bro, why you give a fuck what I wear? Right? Yeah. Oh, you ain't drippy bro, shut up. Like, who told you this was drippy? Just because you see the rappers wearing it, that's the rappers, bro. I ain't a rapper. Well, I'm a rapper, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not a professional rapper. I don't get paid to fucking wear clothes. I don't get paid for like appearances yet. And then when I do, nigga, guess what? I'm gonna wait for the sponsorships to come. So they could put me in free clothes and I don't have to spend nothing. How you look spending $1,000 on a pair of jeans, bro? That's another thing too. We already discussed the dude, the fucking, I forgot his name, bro. What? K-Flock, the kid who shot that kid in Harlem, and he had a particular outfit on. He was on the fucking gram with that shit. Went and did that shit, and he was like, "Oh, it's not me." And he was like, "Bro, you got the same exact outfit. Yeah. You got sneakers that ain't even released yet. Who else got that, bro? Of course it's you." But that's the hood for you. You know what I'm saying? I just want like people from our communities to understand that you're more than just being hood. You could be hood and you could be articulate. You could be hood and you could be good at math. You know what I'm saying? You could be hood and you could do other things. We gotta stop the criminal. It's not all drug dealing and strippers and shooting guns out here. I don't know, bro. The Bronx has way more cultural impact than the shit that they let on. We house the baseball team with the most World Series wins in the entire fucking league. We got 27 championships won in the Bronx. The Bronx is the home place of hip hop. Salsa became popularized because of the music that was coming out of the Bronx. You understand what I'm saying? Like we have KRS-One, we got Africa Bambaataa, we got Kool Herc, we got Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. You know, Grand Wizard Theodore. We got Cold Crush Brothers, Grandmaster Caz. We got Big Pun. We got Fat Joe. We got Remy Ma. Regis Philbin is from the Bronx. The Bronx.
Is there an avenue named after him?
Yes, Regis. Yeah, there is.
Regis Philbin Ave.
Yeah, it's the block
right before school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right before the high school we went to.
And so we got to take pride in having dignity, because people really look at us like we ain't shit. And that's one thing I do not like. I'm from uptown. I'm street smart. But I'm also cultured. I also know shit. I'm from New York. We have the best museums in the fucking world here. How you got all this shit on your doorstep and you don't take advantage of none of it? But you out here acting like you a goon or some shit. Now you got motherfuckers on TikTok talking about, oh, they wearing, I put that on my Timbs and bacon, egg, and cheese the Aki way. Shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I know authors from my hometown, from my city. There's books written about our borough. One of my favorite author, my favorite book is written by someone who came from the Bronx. His name is Abraham Rodriguez Jr. He wrote a book called Spider Town. It's my favorite book. One of my favorite books. One of my other favorite books takes place also uptown in Harlem. The Harlem Renaissance had names like Langston Hughes. You understand what I'm saying? And look at how they treat us uptown. Like, you go on Gun Hill, you walk, there's King College Way in uptown. You know, I'm gonna get a scholarship from King's College. Alexander Hamilton shit. You go to Gun Hill, right? There's a Montefiore, right? What's that block where the Montefiore is at? Rochambeau. One of the generals from the fucking American Revolution. We have history in our borough. Take pride in your borough. You could be tough. You could be, New Yorkers are known to be tenacious and tough. But we not only that. We also got Broadway. We also got Times Square. We also got Madison Square Garden. Jay-Z, who's a billionaire, comes from places like the Bronx. It's Brooklyn, very similar. I don't understand what's going on. Listen, I'm hood. I get busy. But I pride myself in knowing, like, the things I do and having the intelligence that I obtain. Because, bro, the odds are stacked against us. And the fact that I'm still here, like, I was born in Lincoln Hospital. We were born in Lincoln Hospital. I want everybody who was born in Lincoln Hospital, if they ever catch our stream, to be like, you see, I fucks with these folks. They're articulate. You know, they quite eloquent in the way they speak. They was born in the same place I was born. Oh, you from Cork? Oh shit, bro. But you see so worldly, yeah, because I had to leave the block. I had to leave the block. Not because I was scared. It's like, nah, bro, there ain't no money here. There's nothing for me here. I gotta go elsewhere. And I saw, yo, doing things the right way was better for me. You know what I'm saying? Was it a struggle? Yes, it was. But I rather it's hard work, but it's honest work. And it's not much, but it's honest. And it's been growing. It's been growing. I feel I changed my life for the better. I used to be running the streets. I used to be just like these little niggas. And even then, when I was running, I didn't like these little niggas. I was out here, yo, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was out here with the blicky throwing this shit in niggas' faces, yo. I don't like you, bro. Give me your shit, bro. Don't get popped out here. And niggas, what the niggas did was gonna give me their shit. And then I would let them catch me, see if they want to shoot the one on, and guess what? I smoked them out. But I don't take pride in that shit. I was being stupid. I could have died. I could have really died because of my pride, because I wanted to be tough. For what? Now, if a nigga fuck with me, listen, if you stop me from going home, I'm gonna have to lay you down right where you stand, because I'm going home. Not because I'm tough, not because I'm big and bad. Nah, bro, you're not gonna stop me from going home to my wife and my kids, bro. That's when you know you were boom. That's when you know you were a real gangster. When I'm willing to sacrifice shit for the betterment of my family. Like, if I put somebody like this, let's say somebody do something, God forbid, to my children. They hurt my children. If I gotta hurt you and go to jail, it is what it is. But that's because I want to, but at the same time, how is that gonna protect my children? It's better for me to let, justice be upheld so I could continue to provide for my family. You know? When you see a man struggle with that, it's like, there's a real duality in the shit. And
you get that cooking.
Yeah.
Just started out of nowhere.
It just did. But it's just a crazy thing. I just feel like a lot of the media that's put out is to blame for this shit. The hip hop music that is, because I know we're the ones that make it viral and shit like that, but then when the fucking when the label signed a nigga, we still streaming it. We still, we buying the merch. But I don't know, like, I just wish shit was different, and now it's like clout shit, like, people from that block will tell you, shut the fuck up, like, nigga, but it'd be crazy, you don't hold weight like me, you can't even do push-ups, bro. Your push-up game, you ain't got no push-ups, bro. You quick to grab a gun, though. Like, come on, bro. And that's why I do the work I do. And that's why I associate with who I associate with now. It's all about positivity. It's all about positivity. We got to push each other to do better. The Stan Twitters and the fucking the commentary community who said, nah, bro, fuck all that. Don't point the finger and condemn anybody if you ain't shit yourself. Like, I really, like, there's times I don't like myself. I don't like myself. Because I'm not where I want to be. I'm like, you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do. So I don't like you right now. I don't like myself. It's like, get to work. I do it, I feel better about myself. I'm like, alright, shit move. Let's be consistent. Let's keep consistent. Let's get this ball rolling. And then, you know what I'm saying? YouTube is a little different. I ain't gonna lie, but there are a lot of hurdles with this shit. I appreciate everybody who joined us tonight for the stream. It was a little different. You know what I'm saying? Went on for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been going for 3 hours now.
Yeah, it's been going on for a bit. So I want to tell everybody thank you. If you like the stream, please hit a like. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Anything that you want to comment on, please leave a comment. We won't grow unless there's participation from you. And that's something that needs to happen. Like, you want us to grow, y'all need to participate. Y'all really need to help us out. This channel is only as big as y'all help it get. You know what I'm saying? I could continue doing videos and stuff, but if y'all not watching the videos, I'm kind of just doing stuff for nothing. It is fun to do this shit. Sometimes it is fun. Today, it got pretty deep, but I feel like this talk was kind of needed. You know what I'm saying? And we'll continue talking about stuff like this, but like, I really want to see better from my borough. Like, I really want to see better from my borough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to bring a chip home. I want to bring a chip home, and that's why I'm praying the Yankees bring a chip home. Just so, like, there's not a lot of things to be happy about, like in the Bronx all the time, but the Yankees are consistent thing. And thank you. We adore all of y'all. Anybody, like, the support that we get, it can be from 1 or 2 people, but y'all hold us up, and it really makes us feel good, you know? Thank you. Yes. I just recently edited a commercial for a local restaurant, and so things are growing. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, we're not on here, but there are stuff going on over here.
Things are happening. If you want to see what's going on, please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, ZALES1 on both of those things. I also have a photography and video page on IG. That's ZALES.VHS. You know, like VHS. Remember VHS tapes? I remember VHS. I was talking to somebody, they didn't even know what a VHS tape was. I was like, what the
I was like,
I left that.
She don't know what a VHS.
I left that community.
Yeah, he's.
Nah, bro, I was on my nigga.
Nah, she was annoying.
Nah,
I
bro,
did not like her.
Nah, there was one day I was like, yo, I just did this and it was my birthday yesterday. Ain't nobody even say nothing to me, bro. I was like, yo, fuck y'all, bro.
And yeah, he did that as a shit test. Yeah.
A shit test. I was like, you know what? I didn't say nothing the whole day for my birthday. I was like, I don't want the negativity. I was like, yo, let me see if I know it was kind of fucked up. Like, oh, you fishing for like at least a happy birthday, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, none of y'all fuck with me enough to give me a happy birthday.
Yeah, in that community, people were like congratulating, happy birthdays and condolences and this and that and the third to other people. But when it came to him, nobody would say anything to him.
Always watch out for those people.
Mm-hmm.
People who praise others but never want to praise you. When you don't, nah. They don't do that. Cut them off, bro.
There was this one, the girl that I was saying that I didn't really like. She would always try to shit on him.
Always try.
All the time. All the time. And it's just like, what the fuck is your problem?
Nobody know you. You not Shnona here. I'm valid in New York. You not. But I'm valid because I'm me. I try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like. I try.
Actually got a team goal.
Like, I try to be a good dude. You know. It's not easy. I want to inspire other people. I'm gonna get up because you got me.
Yeah. I was waiting. I thought it was gonna end it soon.
Yeah,
I can't hold it anymore.
You can't hold it.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want me to wait for you to sign off. So I guess I'll talk a little bit. I want better for our borough. I'm trying to be the man that my kids look up to. I want to be that person. I know in the past things have been a little crazy with the the conflicts that were spoken about, and the thing that but like I still want to see homie brought to justice, and I thank you, Dev. That means a lot. It means a lot to feel like we're being listened to, that somebody's hearing us out, and eventually it should spread. We gotta be more consistent on here. Like, I ain't gonna front. We on some bullshit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. But that's because life is just. There's so many things that we're still trying to like do. Like, we've been engaged for like 2 years now, over 2 years. I want to get I've been fucked up business wise. Like, I can only do so much. I'm keeping us afloat, but I want more. Like, I want to take, I want to take her on another vacation. I want her to see the world. I want to give her things that no one can give her. You know what I'm saying? I want to do those things for my kids. I gotta get right with my business shit and make sure I'm good, so I can, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And there's other things I gotta take care of, but it's a struggle. It's a day by day. Sometimes I take one step forward and I take 15 steps back. It is time to get married. I want to plan this wedding. Now, it's been like, I was making money before the pandemic. I had some money, but then, shit got kind of fucked up. But then the pandemic kind of slowed everything up because we want our family there. Like, we've been together for so long that it can only be done right. We can't do it any other way. We need to celebrate with our people. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's got to be a fucking stream too. Like, we will stream the wedding. You know what I'm saying? If need be, so we can celebrate like our union with our people, our tribe. You know what I'm saying? Not only our family, but even with y'all, I would dead stream the fucking shit. I will stream our wedding. I will stream our wedding. Like, I would dead stream the wedding.
Get the laptop and just have it.
Yeah, just
set up somewhere.
Set up somewhere with a camera and just stream the wedding. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, "Y'all stream your wedding?" Yeah, because people been waiting for this. You know, not only from people that we actually know, but like, but like people that have met us, through this.
Yep.
So, there's so many things in the back of my mind. Gotta do this wedding. Our eldest child is on the spectrum. We're trying to, make sure that he grows up in a way that like
he's good when we're gone.
Yeah, and that like he's still functional and still independent.
And
although
I'm also happy we gave him a sibling, because then he'll also have somebody to look out for him too.
And then there's also things I want to do with them that we have not done yet. Like we went to one. They like baseball. We went to baseball games. They love it. They like just chilling with me watching baseball. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do more things like that. Get them involved in sports and stuff like that. But it's just like, it's hard to do when all you can do is when it's hard, when we're struggling to take care of the necessities. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting here. I'm not trying to grift anybody into giving me money. I don't like, if y'all want to help and support because y'all actually like our content, all donations and all that and all contributions are greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need that from anybody. That's stuff because y'all want to help, and we take that money and we use it in other ways. Like, oh, let's buy stuff for the stream. Let's do, because anything that you give to us, we want to return, with some value. I don't want y'all giving to me and y'all don't get nothing in return. If y'all listening to me, be like, yo, brother got a good head on his shoulders. Like, I make a lot of mistakes. I'm not the smartest person in the fucking world. I make a lot of mistakes. Just like my father, I'll admit, I ain't perfect. There's times I've done things that maybe I shouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying? But you got to move past that. You got to forgive yourself, right? And you got to move forward, right? Always push forward. Always be better. Be better today than you were yesterday. And tomorrow you got to be better than you were today. That's what it's about. Progression. And it's hard work. You got to do it. You don't get strong, right? You gotta tear your muscles, right? You got to tear your muscles, and then you got to rest in order to be strong. So it's work and rest. Make sure you do what you got to do. Make sure you take care of yourself the way you got to take. That you got to take care of yourself in order to move forward with those things. But you got to be good. Like, you got to be good. And I'm at this point where I want to make so many things that I want to, and so this YouTube shit doesn't take priority. Family, my trying to make sure my mental health is, people will be like, oh, you're wise, or you help me with shit. I'm still figuring it out. So thank you for being on this journey with us. We appreciate all y'all support, all the love. If y'all take away stuff from this stream, please let us know. Any kind words that y'all want to say to us, please leave them in the comments. Your support is appreciated and much needed. Y'all part of this channel just as much as we are. Y'all part of this channel too, alright? So, thank you. With that, my name is Zales.
And I'm Diamond.
We are the Carbon Couple. Good night.
We're signing off.
No, never like this. It's like this. We together. This is victory. That's no. Togetherness. Peace.